Transitioning over, and we're live.
All right, welcome to Endless Night, our D&D 5th edition Rime of the Frostmaiden game. I am Sam, and I am your DM, and now my awesome players are going to introduce themselves in the order that they are on the Roll20 page, because Roll20 sponsors us, because they are awesome. You should check them out. We begin with Karu.
Hi. Hi. How's it going? My name is Karu, and I play Edimia Argent, the Celestial Warlock Protector Azamar. Noble and maybe a princess.
Princess.
Hi,
Maybe.
I'm Zio. I play Sigrid Aulis. She is a Rune Knight fighter and an Earth Genasi, and she's been paid to make sure this princess doesn't die. She's not getting paid enough.
Hi, I'm Sho. I'm playing Bitterfrost, the Boreal Bloodline Sorcerer, Levistus Tiefling, and good lord, you're a what?
I'm Matt. I'm playing Oryx, the Earth Genasi Barbarian. I don't know what's wrong with any of these people. Well, actually, I do. I'm keeping a list at this point. It's getting rather voluminous.
That's fair.
Hey, I'm Pi, and I'm playing Ember, the blade singing Tabaxi wizard. And wait, Eddie, what'd you say? Hang on. This wasn't on my notes.
All right, so who wants to do the smallest of recaps? Pie. Sorry, Matt.
For some reason.
Matt, would you like to do the recap?
I can do it in 3 words. We almost died.
We're fine. I'm at full hit points.
Now,
I'm fine. I wasn't touched.
How many levels of exhaustion does everybody have?
But before we almost died, so we talked with Velen and Sonar about trying to get some more information about this Psi crystal and how to break the hold it has on Ember, or vice versa. Sonar said there is something called Mythalar or a Mythalar. I'm not sure if it's one thing or just that's a general term. That it's something that potentially is powerful enough to destroy it, but it's in an area that's completely frozen over with black ice. Fortunately, that's in the direction we were going anyway, so we head out there. We were going towards Kelvin's Cairn, I think it was. Got caught in a blizzard, so we took shelter at an old cabin, and we found that it had been abandoned for a reason. A couple of tinkerers had been in there and making something that was literally almost killed Ember when it blew up. To be fair, Ember was being careful when poking it. Just it still didn't like him apparently.
He only touched
it
it
was-
with one toe bean.
That was not
Toby, and that was 50-something points of damage later as a result. And then while we were trying to recuperate from this, we got interrupted by a group of the Cold Light Walkers, and they are not pleasant, to put it lightly.
Yeah, and didn't somebody conveniently forget that they had nearly died and then just go right into the fray?
Yeah, I think at this point we need to be very careful of the lighthouse head things.
Head things.
So we had ended the session deciding that it would be a great idea, since we actually had a house around us for the most part, besides, the
most part.
blowing up part,
Oopsie.
and the part that's dangling off a cliff, that we would spend the day, wait for the storm to blow over, and then take another rest before heading out again, so that Addie could get rid of at least 1 point of exhaustion. And, not travel in the middle of a snowstorm and get irrevocably lost.
So yeah, we're basically spending a day in a house that at least 2 party members have nearly died in.
I hope
Addie's gotten her ass kicked. And Oryx went down.
Yeah.
And Ember nearly blew himself up completely.
I hope someone has some games to play while we're waiting inside the cabin.
I actually have playing cards.
Great.
Rex has plenty of campfire stories that he will share.
I can use
Whether
shape
you want
water.
to hear him or not.
Oh, great.
So, just for your information, right now it is Hammer 27. And the weather, where'd my page go? Sorry. The weather is a thunderstorm that has been happening for about 3 hours.
Under snow?
The weather
Say that
just
again?
hates us.
Under snow?
Thunderstorm, no snow. It's just thundering and there's a little bit of lightning going
Wait.
on.
Hammer 27.
Yes.
26. Huh? Oh,
Well,
shit.
24.
it was very late when you so these are my notes from last time, because last time I believe you had decided to spend the night, and then so I fast forwarded to the next day.
Oh, okay.
But then you're not leaving yet, so that's why my date is off.
Yeah, because the thing I have was Hammer 24 at the end of session 10, which was the last session we had.
No,
Yeah, that's
session
what I
11,
have.
session 11 was the last session that you had.
Oh, God, I don't
Right?
have notes for session 11.
I
though.
don't have 11
Am I
either.
wrong?
I just
maybe
have 10.
maybe my let me see. Hold on. We'll fix it.
No, because it says Mythalar in session 10.
I even have a picture of the thing that almost blew me up.
I just probably have my number wrong. That's why my date's off. Yeah. Okay, so this is session 11.
Yeah,
That's
so
why my
it should
date's
be
off,
Hammer
'cause I thought,
25, at most
So
26
it's
considering...
25 right now.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
25. Because you ended session 10 at 10:30 a.m.
Yes.
on the 24th. So right now it's going to be the 25th because you're going to spend all day. That's
Correct.
what I was. So.
Yep,
okay,
yep,
that's
yep,
why
that
my-
works.
No, we have to keep potato month going.
Is there some month that we need to?
Month of potate.
Yes, but do we need to advertise? Potate pie, mashed potate, potate
Sliced
gumbo,
potate.
sliced
Baked
potate,
potate. Three
twice
times
baked
baked potate because you forgot
Oh,
you already
3
did
times?
it twice.
Can I
potate
just say,
skins.
I am
Fried
shocked.
potato.
I am shocked Pi hasn't made a character who's a potato farmer. And
How
has
do you know that Ember was not a potato farmer in a past life?
Actually, of
because
all
in the
people,
past
she
life
would know.
Ember was my kitty.
But before that, in that past life before,
Oh.
No.
Maybe that's
was
future
prob-
life. Finds mom, becomes potato farmer.
Enjoys retirement.
oh, okay. So, all right. So, what would you like to do? You're just going to spend the night? Are you going to do anything in particular while you're spending this evening?
Yeah,
I
so
know
we
that
have
one of
like
you
a
has
day
something
of
in particular
downtime
you wanna do.
because we had just taken
It's true.
a long rest. We set out and traveled for a
Right.
bit.
That's right.
So we had like the rest of the evening plus the night to idle away.
Right.
In the
And
cabin.
that's why it's going to be the 26th when you're done with your rest, basically.
I'm going to be playing cards and trying to keep distracted. Sitting this long is annoying as hell, but I know it's needed.
I'm gonna work on an epic poem.
Oryx is going to try to make some kind of effort to secure the perimeter of this cabin area we're in. Like if, God, the bear trap would have been really useful right now. I guess just like take some rope and like try to make like some, I don't know, some deadfalls or something like that, or some snares or something like that
Do you
in any
want
particularly vulnerable or approachable areas.
Okay.
Do you want me to use shape water to try and make a, what was it, stalactites or mites? Which one is the one that goes up?
I can
Mites.
say.
Mites.
They look like an
Stalactite,
M.
stalactite is on a ceiling because it has C in it.
Okay, so then stalagmites of ice around to make it harder for people to come in.
Sure.
I thought it was stalactite because it's at the top.
Yeah, T top. That's how I always remembered it.
I remember C ceiling, so whatever.
Oh, interesting.
I just think they have to grab on tight to stay on the ceiling.
And then the M's,
Nice.
if they're really short, the M's look like stalagmites.
So here is
The other one is they might reach the ceiling someday.
Boo.
I'm no longer giant. I'm just stating that outright.
Good. Bitter still avoids you for a while.
Bitter always does that after I go giant.
Yes.
Trust me, I've noticed.
Addie's already in the room. She's like, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna stay in here where it's nice and cozy. We've got a fire going. Gonna take out some pen and parchment, write some letters.
I'll move Sig into the room once she's no longer going to crush Addie by being in the room.
Darn.
I can't make her
There you
token
go.
smaller myself. Thank you.
I just did. So Oryx, you can spend a couple hours setting all of those traps and snares and whatnot to try to secure the perimeter. Remember though that this over on the far left is all
Said, right?
yeah, it's cliff, so
It's all sheer cliff.
pretty dangerous.
Right. Yeah, and I probably focus more on like the area like south of the cabin here.
Yeah. Also remember the dogs and McFlurry are under the cabin
That's a good
because
point.
it's on stilts. So if you want to bring them inside, you can.
Probably, yeah. Let's do that.
Yes.
We could just leave them under the cabin.
No.
They'll be fine there.
No.
Hadn't they already formed like a small igloo circle?
Yeah, they formed a little igloo and they're all sort of sitting with McFlurry like
in the center.
fluffed out in the center. Yeah. But also remember that gyroscope thing is in the middle of the floor in the main room there.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then. Nope.
let's
Nope.
not-
Nope. 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 Nope.
Let's not blow up our puppies. I vote not blowing up puppies.
I thought we did something where we hid it.
Oh yeah.
We
Didn't-
put it in. We managed to put it in a wrap it up in a blanket or something. I thought that's what we did before everything
And then
went
shoved
shit.
it underneath the bed.
Yeah,
Is that what you did? You put it under the bed?
pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I think so.
In the
Okay.
room
To
up
the
And
north.
then
north of us.
weren't we going to put it in the box that Oryx had, or am I
It wouldn't.
remembering
It didn't
properly?
fit, I think.
It was too big.
How big was
Or
it?
did you put it in? Maybe you did. I think maybe you did. That's
'Cause-
why I didn't remember putting it under the bed because I think
Uh-huh.
you tried to put it in the box.
How
Oh, yeah,
big
'cause
was
there
that
some
box?
there was some mage
Because
handing going on with that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. The gyroscope is about 6 to 8 inches in diameter.
and the box was like 2 feet or something. I don't remember exactly.
I don't remember, to be perfectly honest.
Mm.
We'll
Well-
say he put it in the box though.
Yeah,
I don't know if we
awesome.
ever defined like size on, it, but it's
Yeah.
a
I
cat
mean,
box, maybe.
Yeah, it's not like enormous because it's not like a chest he has to strap onto his back to carry
Right.
it around. But I don't have any problem with saying that you put it in the box, though. That's fine.
Cool.
Okay, so we have dealt with it. We could bring the dogs in, but honestly, it will get crowded with all the dogs in there.
But it'll also get warmer. Body heat.
I think they're fine under the.
Oh, I meant us. I'm perfectly fine in this weather, but some people, and I'm looking directly at Addie when I say this, aren't quite used to this extreme.
Yeah, well, we've got a fire going on. It's gonna be unbearably hot if we have all the dogs here, and they don't like the heat.
I will also point out it's not like we can bring McFlurry in here, so at least McFlurry and the dogs all being together, they'll keep each other warm. And let's be real, having them outside, if they notice something, they'll probably freak out.
There are early warning system.
Yeah, I vote leave them outside.
Fine. But I am going to be spending time with them out there.
That's fine.
Okay. Anything else?
Can I take a little time as well to go just try to look over those blueprints some more? Because you mentioned last time that they somehow seemed familiar to Oryx, or he saw something in them that piqued his interest.
Sorry. I heard talking outside my door. Okay. My wife must be on the phone. Whew, I'm having a weird night with communications here. Okay. So Oryx, please give me a either an intelligence arcana or an intelligence insight check.
Insight's wisdom.
Yeah, but this would be an intelligence insight.
Oh, okay.
Because you're looking at all the blueprints that you gathered and
okay.
the piece of equipment.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you. Okay, that shouldn't have happened.
Ha! Apparently, my luck was
17.
transferred to you. I'll take it.
Okay. So I'm going to type this to Oryx. So everybody entertain the crowd while I'm typing.
So we have something we're planning. We don't have all the details out yet, but this coming April 10th, we're planning to have a charity event. First charity event of the year. Surely not our last. We're going to be raising money for Stop AAPI Hate. It'll be a 12-hour marathon. We'll be running 4 different games, probably. I'm going to be doing Space Aces, which seems like a really fun, lightweight system. We'll also be having some other new game displays. I think it's called Gridmon.
Yep, it is.
And we're still working out the other 2, though it might just be Garm running a lot of Zombicide. Or whatever game he finds.
Or we'll convince Karu to stream some art or something.
Work on some maps and something. Anyways, it's still going to be 12 hours of streaming either way, and I hope you all, join us and help out the good cause.
Do you still need more time, Sam? I'm assuming yes. Anyone here know how to play cards in terms of characters?
I can play Dragon Chess.
In terms of
fucking nerd.
All right, I'm gonna use shape water and start making dragon chess pieces, and then I'll use thaumaturgy I'll use shape water again to change the color of some of them so that you can tell the difference between the 2.
Eddie, do you have a dragon chess set with you?
Gods no. Do you know how large and expensive those things are?
Can you describe
that's
it?
Exactly
like
why we
these
expect you to
cards.
have one.
That's why I have these. Look how easy they are to carry around.
Dragon Chess has 3 different boards at 3 different levels. It's like 3-dimensional chess.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe there's a
Star Trek
compact
chess.
version.
And
Oh, look, I have 52 of these in a convenient package that I can carry with me.
Well, why don't you teach us how to play cards then?
Okay.
I've heard dice you use even less space.
Yeah.
Not if you do it right.
that's fair.
You start out with 2, but then by the end of the season, you've got like 1,500.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel personally attacked.
I think everyone in this channel does.
And I just found my bag of dice too.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have too many dice.
She
What
says,
is-
despite having shot glasses of dice on her desk right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does
there
that mean you
is-
need more?
There's no such thing as too many dice.
Well
I don't know
then.
what you're talking about.
Correct.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Nice.
Hey Xiao,
Shot.
I'm sure you've seen other dice that Karu wants.
Oh, yes.
I think we're going to have to work on getting her another set.
Oh, we have some
We've
coming
actually
in the
ordered
mail.
some.
Yeah. I wanted to
Shout out
order
to Ice Cream Dice.
I wanted to order like 3 of them, but I ended up managing to whittle it down to 1. 1 set.
Yo, send me the others.
I
The
posted
sale's already over.
Yeah, I posted
And she
the
toasted
others.
them. You're just blind.
I was just distracted.
Too bad my birthday's going to be over soon.
Oh, it's not over yet. I know.
Anyways, Sam, are you done? Ready to go?
I am done.
Okay.
Excellent.
So
We're gonna have to-
I think Sig is teaching us how to play cards.
Yep. We have a day to pass, and I have cards, so I'll teach people.
Okay.
Are we going to start with
Please?
something like Go Fish?
Yes. Listen, I'm just trying to keep some manner of entertainment in terms of we're stuck in here for a day.
I think, out of character, I think Addie would probably know how to play cards as well, just because of the education and upbringing.
Possibly. I mean,
But
she
not how to
See,
gamble.
there's a difference between the kind of cards that Addie would know how to play, because she'd know how to play like bridge, and the kind of cards that Sig
And
would know
gin
how to
rummy.
play. She'd know how to play freaking. Let's face it, like poker.
You say that, but she is awful at poker.
I mean, she can't hide her expressions
Right.
for anything.
She has a
Mhm.
7 in charisma.
You
She
might not
cannot
want to
lie.
teach Addie poker.
I mean, you also might not want to teach bitter poker.
Addie is in fact trained in deception.
Yeah. Sig isn't. Sig has a -2 to any deception roll.
Yeah.
I'm curious, is there a D&D equivalent of euchre?
That would be a good question.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Neither am I.
Oh,
It's
you non-Midwestern peoples.
Yeah,
How do you not know
I'm
what
East-
euchre is?
I'm East
I have
Coast,
no
thank
idea.
short version is it's like hearts or spades, but you only use like 9 through ace, and literally the point of the game is to try to get away with as much cheating as you can.
Oh,
Wait, that was
Yeah.
the name of that
And the,
game?
and the jacks of the
The
same-
bowers, yep.
the bowers are the jacks of the color of the trump suit, and so they're both worth points. And yeah, so and you know, yeah, it's a fun game.
I
It's
legit
really good.
thought
I
that my cousin's grandparents just made up that game so that they could teach the kids because we just cheated all the goddamn time. I didn't know
Listen,
that
in
game
my-
had a fucking name.
In my family, we either play poker, horse races, bullshit, or if everyone is drunk as fuck, it ends in high card, low card. And that's where you make the big money.
Because they're all drunk or because that's where the money is?
yes.
It's because they're
Yeah.
all drunk. Because that's
Okay.
always after everyone is drunk and we're done with poker. And so they're like, $5, high card, low card. $5, high card, low card. It is great.
So do I need to learn this before I go to any?
Uh-huh.
If you're ever
Family.
gonna go, if you're gonna be like, if you're gonna go to like Indiana for Gen Con or something like that, that's because it's big in the Midwest for sure.
Other part
Well,
of the
that-
family pie. You
that-
don't have to worry about that with Garm's family.
That and pitch. Pitch is real big too.
Don't worry. I knew what they were talking about.
Anyway, so all right, can we move on?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're playing cards for hours. Sig is getting frustrated because some of you immediately catch on and then start cheating right away.
What?
Mm-hmm.
When I say some of you, I mean Ember.
You know,
And
Oryx-
Bitter and
Oryx-
Addie.
I don't
Oryx's
know what
first
you're
couple-
talking about. I'm playing the game as it's written.
She's just
As I
so
was taught.
easy to cheat against.
I mean, it
Oryx's
is
first
true.
couple hands are like, half the cards are flipped backwards and upside down. It's like he's just like, his brow is just like constant furrow. Like how, boy, pointing at these little pieces of paper with weird pictures on them.
The elk tribe doesn't play this measly game.
Yeah, I mean, generally the tribes use bone dice.
They
Well, then
take the
teach us a
physical
game you
sport.
know.
Okay.
Snow
There's-
football.
There's still a lot of cheating involved. Except most of the time, the cheating winds up being, oh, hey, look, that person's gonna start a fight with you. Bye.
Y'all are weird.
Yeah.
So the big question of the day is, do we get a long rest?
Yes.
Woohoo.
Woo!
You get a long
And
rest.
everyone rejoices. Hit dice
Whoops.
recovery is half your level worth of hit die, right? Per long rest.
You get half of your possible hit dice back. So
Right.
if you have your fourth level, so you have 4 hit dice, the max you can get back is 2. So if you only spent 2, you end up with the full number of hit dice. But if you spent all 4, you only get 2 back.
Right. Okay. So I'm at 3 hit die then. But I'm at 1 level of exhaustion, which is important because now my speed is back to normal.
All right, let's head out.
Uh-oh.
If the weather permits it.
Is there anything Oryx wants to do?
Yeah, I would say at some point before departing, or maybe before sleeping, whatever, he would pull Sig aside for a minute and say, that contraption. I'm not quite sure, but somehow those blueprints it makes sense to me for some reason. I think I know what I think I know what they were trying to do with this. And I think we could fix it. Maybe, hopefully, make it so that it doesn't explode and kill people when they just for touching it.
Do we want to fix it or do we want to break it more?
I mean,
Fix it,
What
fix
do you
it,
think?
fix it, fix it, fix it.
Hey, you're not
So-
here.
So that when toe beans poke it, it doesn't go.
What do you think it does?
Well, I mean, Oryx understands like what it. I mean, so you said Oryx understands what it was trying to accomplish with it. I mean, so what was he trying to accomplish, him? So, it would almost be like a very, very small sun, maybe. It could help potentially get rid of all this permanent winter we're stuck in. So, yeah, now I definitely want to fix it.
What are the chances of it blowing up in our face and killing someone?
Well, that's the tricky part. I mean, we saw what happened when it was even casually touched. I mean, there's a fire. The fireplace is here. I mean, I think we could get them hot enough to work on it, but the question is, how do we do that safely? I'm just not sure we could do it. I mean, I want to fix it, but I also know it's risky to even touch the thing to work on it. So,
I'd be willing to try once, but if it blows up again, I'm out.
fair. Okay. All right. Well, I'll start getting the forge, the fireplace stoked then.
Also, I'm just saying right now, the others can't be around while we're working on this because they would die if this blows up.
Right.
We're a little more durable than some of the others.
Right. We should probably at least tell them what we're about to do.
Oh yes,
But
absolutely.
Also try not to arouse too much curiosity. Tell them, hey, maybe all y'all go. Why don't all 3 of y'all go out and check and make sure that the traps didn't catch anything, or check on the dogs, or something, or anything.
You do realize the stupid cat isn't going to listen to that, right?
Ember. Do you want to?
Yeah, he's.
You're not there, Show.
Oh, I know.
I mean, he's stupid's a harsh word. He's very
Angry.
curious, sometimes more for his own good. Very
I think
obsessive.
he's running out of lives.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Let's try to find some way to distract him, maybe.
Let's just try and get this thing working. Try and make sure the stupid cat isn't near it, because if he blows it up, I'm going to kill him.
If he survives. if we survive.
If he doesn't survive, I'm gonna cut his corpse up.
I like your style. All right.
Listen, if he's gonna be that goddamn dumb after nearly dying, he'll deserve it, but he better not get me caught in the crossfire.
Right.
So both this room up here and this one right next to it have enough space, and they also have an opening for the fireplace. So
Oh,
you could do it
okay.
in either one of those rooms. This main room you could also do it in, but this room, remember, has the weak floor over here that I think
Holes in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
no.
has a weakness there, and everybody else is in this room with the big bed. So you don't
Let's
necessarily
pick
want
a
to do it in
small
there.
room
Maybe.
to work on.
Yeah, that one maybe. Although back of the house might be better, just because we'd be farther away from the cliffside in case anything does go wrong.
This one here.
Yeah. Why don't we work in that corner one?
Okay.
And while they're going there, Sig is just gonna be like, "Oi, we're gonna be busy for a while working on shit. Stay out of the fucking room. Got it?"
Sure.
Should we be worried?
You should be worried if Ember decides to be an idiot.
Oh, don't worry. If Ember decides to be an idiot, I'll make sure that he regrets it before
Cool,
he can
see you in a
regret it
while.
otherwise. Later.
What do you think they're doing?
I don't know.
Something
Alright, Oryx.
dangerous.
So what you're going to do is, Oryx is going to. So right now, I think I shared the image of the item with you, right?
Yeah.
It should be in your.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember where it's at, but it should be in your handouts.
The Summer Star?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. the Summer
Yeah,
Star.
it's in player handouts.
Okay.
Oryx
So-
and Sig, what are your max HPs?
48.
57.
Oh,
Could still kill you. All right.
So if you don't save, this could still outright kill you.
So you see how it has sort of two rings around it. Okay.
Mhm.
What Oryx is going to do, with the help of Sig, is create a third ring to bracket the other two and attach it on there. But the ring has to have some runes etched on it, and Sig is going to have to do that part.
Mhm.
So that's probably the first step.
And then,
assembly.
yeah, and then you put it together, and then one of you is going to have to attune to it.
Oh my god. Is this another type of drift globe?
Of what?
Drift globe.
I don't know what that is.
No, this is a lot more dangerous.
I mean,
The real
yes, but
question is,
also-
even if this works the way Oryx wants it to, if you have a small sun, how is this not going to melt all of our faces off?
Yes, it's more like a drift supernova.
a drift star. I mean, it's in the name.
So Oryx, from you, I need a dexterity arcana check.
Okay.
They went like with the let's throw
really
the
mix
really
all these
weird combination, thing at you.
Okay.
I mean,
But
if
you
you're
get advantage because you have
a helper.
Sig's tools
thank
and you have the
fuck.
Tinker's tools that were in the Bitterfrost found them in that other room.
Oh,
Remember?
thank goodness. that
Okay.
wasn't-
14.
Do you have a 0 bonus in Dex?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And intelligence.
Yeah. So maybe you should re-roll that one with some kind of luck, something.
Why would he have to re-roll the one?
Giving him a chance to pass it.
Ah.
14's not enough.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Oh no. Oh
Oh
no.
my god.
So now Sig, from you, I need
I swear, Oryx, if you get us killed.
Then it won't be my fault.
I need an intelligence arcana check from you
Oh, no.
Okay.
with advantage.
With advantage. Okay. 21.
Okay. So the metal that you had was really hard to shape into the exact right shape based on the blueprints. And so that was really hard for Oryx to turn into the exact right shape. So it's a little bit misshapen. That's what that failure got you. Okay. But the arcana check that Sig passed actually got the runes on it in a way that is symmetrical around the ring. Even though the ring is a little bit misshapen, the runes are symmetrical, so that saved that part. And so now you have an active piece of equipment, and you have to decide if one of you wants to attune to it. You can't actually operate it until one of you attunes to it. By the way, that took 3 hours,
Oh God.
plus about a half hour to stoke up that fire and keep it going hot enough to melt the metal.
Oh God.
I mean, this was like a, part of the reason why the ring was a little misshapen is because Oryx was trying to go really fast.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, unless you want it, I'll try attuning to it.
You try attuning to it. I don't want to try attuning to this thing.
All right.
Okay.
I will take some time to attune to it.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I'm in danger.
Maybe.
How often? Roll.
So roll a d2.
Okay.
Oh boy.
One.
Okay. So that's how many?
Okay. Okay.
So do we hear any explosions coming from the room where these guys are at?
No.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, no. All right. Once I've got kind of got it under control, I'll just tell it. Well, okay. The good news is, if we run into another really, really bad, awful blizzard, I can do something about it. Bad news is I can only do that once. There's only enough power in this for it to happen to work once.
What happens once you do it once? Does it blow up or is it just
I think it just goes inert and stops working.
okay?
At least I
So-
hope that's what happens.
So it's safe to move around now? It's not gonna blow up when it's poked wrong?
Presumably, but probably best to keep it. I'm gonna put it back in the box for now,
Okay.
just to be on the absolute safe side. All right. Well,
Good job.
Thanks. You too. Might as well get some rest, I suppose.
Yeah, I think it's time to sleep now. That was stressful.
Yeah.
Sig's just gonna walk over the room and be like, hey, we're done.
Orcs will put the fire out and follow her out.
So there was a lot of tinkering noises going on. What did you guys make?
More fix something.
Can I insight what the hell they did?
They made a really nice metal card holder for all the decks of cards for all of your future poker tournaments.
That Sig would lose because she can't lie for shit.
I mean, that insight, it is just telling you that Sig
Yep.
wasn't lying.
Squeak.
So, are you gonna share with the rest of us what you guys did, or are you just gonna keep it all hush hush?
That's up to Oryx.
So the thing that almost cost us our friend Ember, it's safe, and we managed to get a little bit of magical power into it.
Safe.
We can control the weather
What?
when we use it once.
What?
Interesting.
So can we get rid of
in
the
a-
snow? All of
Somebody
the
look up
snow?
that spell, 'cause I've never
I don't think it's that powerful.
No. Basically, when within a 10-mile radius, we can change the current weather conditions. So it basically, if we get into another really bad blizzard, we can deal with that. If it
It's a
disperses,
panic button in terms of weather.
pretty much.
Well, considering we only have one use, then we may as well keep it as a panic button.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how come I can't touch it? You guys just fiddled with it all day.
It
It
didn't
wouldn't
like
have
you.
been safe.
And how do you
You
know that
nearly
pushing
died.
the button is gonna be safe? It'll change the weather, but maybe it changes it because we'll all be dead.
I mean, look. I mean,
He can touch it without it blowing up now. So
like Oryx was gonna start like trying to unfurl the bloomers. Like, this is gonna take too long to go through. Just trust me on this one. I know it's weird that a tribesman somehow understands magical artifacts, but I got a gut feeling on this one.
and he needed me because I can actually smith stuff and I could etch the runes in.
Okay then. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Sus.
Why is it suspicious that a Reghed tribesman has an engineer-like mind? That's not suspicious at all.
Mm-mm.
He can have a mind that understands blueprints, just
Yeah.
like Ember can have a mind that understands written word on a book.
That sounds more sus to me.
Anyways, Ember, if you're done pouting, let's just go to sleep and then leave in the morning. You know, if you keep your face like that for too long, it'll be stuck that way.
It's like resting pout face.
Okay, so you spend the next several hours resting peacefully, cheating at cards,
What? We'd never
whiling
do
away
that.
your thoughts. And now it is Hammer 25. Let's see. So you ended session 10 on Hammer 24 at 10:30. Now you're starting session 11. Yeah. So it was 10:30, then you spent a few hours with the equipment, setting traps, doing those things, and then you spent the rest of the night. So basically it's the morning of Hammer 25 right now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What's the weather like?
The weather. Let me go to that page. The weather is a balmy -60 with storm clouds moving in.
Ooh.
Balmy -60.
So you can hole up for one more night or you can head out.
What do you all think?
I
Should
mean,
we try traveling
we
a bit today?
do you know? Those thunderclouds? They're probably going to bring rain and in -60-degree weather. We'll turn
How
dice.
does it even rain with 60 degrees?
I mean, it might be actually warmer up there,
You know,
and then it
closer
just
to the
freezes on the
sun.
way down.
Mhm. Or
So
hail
it,
forms because where the cloud meets the air, that temperature difference causes it to condense really quickly and drop on you.
I don't like the sound of hail.
Well then, well, it hasn't even started yet. So I guess we shouldn't be traveling in it. It's not fun.
I know it isn't fun. I just hate being stuck here.
But just because you now owe 35 gold pieces, 26 silver pieces, and 59 copper pieces.
I was never betting any money because you guys cheat.
We
That was
absolutely
false money.
do not.
Bitter. We agreed we weren't bidding any real money.
It's
Okay,
true. You
miss.
all cheated.
Okay,
Can
miss,
I
owe
prove it?
6
No. Do I
gold.
know you all cheated? Yes.
How?
Gut feeling.
Are we in
Are
a
you sure it
hurry, I
just wasn't
guess?
something you ate?
I'm positive.
The question is, Addie, are you in a hurry? Because this is the place you've been wanting to go.
Concerned if someone else beats us to the punch. Either to get this
Well,
Mythalar or to find that place. That city. We
I
know
mean,
that the Arcane Brotherhood is looking for it, and that it would be a bad idea for them to find it first.
Well, hopefully they're stuck like we are.
It's possible, and honestly, having another day of rest might be helpful. I am still a bit tired.
What's
Okay,
the
well, I'm-
likelihood we're going to get lost if we go out now?
It depends on the visibility, I suppose. I'd be more concerned about the hail pelting us and us taking... and the dogs taking damage.
I will not forgive you if those dogs get hurt.
Speaking of the dogs, you guys decide. I'm fine going. I'm fine staying. I'd rather not, but I'm gonna go check on the dogs and go
All
outside
right.
for a little
I
while.
say we flip one of these cards. If it comes, if it's readable, then we leave, and if it's the back of the card, we stay.
I think we should stay.
I wasn't going to cheat at flipping the card.
You could roll even odds.
I mean, I've got my crystal, and I still want to make it work. So, we could stay, and I'll figure out how to get my friend back.
He wasn't a friend.
Let's go.
If worse comes to worse, and if a hailstorm does hit us, we can deal with it. We have a way. We have a panic button.
I don't know if using that one magical device just to stop hail from hitting us is the best use of it. How far away are we from the place with the black ice? Do we have any idea?
Well, so are you trying to find a place with black ice, or are you trying to get to Cairn?
We were told that if we travel towards Cairn, we'd find this black ice place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we don't know where it.
You don't actually know where that is. You know
Yeah.
where Cairn is.
So from where we are, how long would it take us to Cairn?
That's a good question. Let me find out.
Because
we only got,
we set out from Lonelywood towards Cairn, just cross country.
Mm-hmm.
we only got like a few hours, didn't we? Before the storm hit.
Yeah, you didn't get very far, hardly.
Yeah,
at
not
all.
at all.
We can see forest at the bottom of that crag, so that's probably Lonelywood down there.
That's possible.
I mean, looking at the map,
So-
it's the only foresty area.
You know, Lonelywood to Cairn is like 12 miles across the.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty far, but like Lonelywood. Well, let's see. Lonelywood to Kelvin's Cairn is 9 miles. and then 9 miles to Cairn is like 5 miles. So, Kelvin's Cairn to Cairn. So it's like 14 miles across, directly across. But also remember the Dwarven Valley is in between, so you kind of have to go around that. So you end up,
Can we not go through the Dwarven Valley?
well, it's a valley, so it's going to take you time to crawl down into it and then crawl out of it. And if the dwarves aren't friendly to you,
Hmm.
That's bad.
Yep.
in their territory, yeah, so you haven't really had a lot of interaction with them,
So
although you did help those 3 dwarves that
we did.
were in Bryn Shander. You helped them get their
Yeah.
iron ingots back, or their silver ingots, or whatever it was.
Mhm.
I think our plan was to head towards Kelvin's Cairn because it was a high point that was easy to keep, to not get lost, weather permitting. I guess my question is, how long do we think it would take to get to the Cairn? Like, can we do that in a day, or are we gonna have to stop halfway there or something?
I just moved you all over to the. Does it show you the map if I move you to it? Yeah, okay.
It's
I was
just
wondering.
loading right now. Give it a minute.
Yeah, starting to.
It's big.
So here's Lonelywood, right? Here's
We
Cairn.
can't see any of the names, but sure.
Right, I know, but I'm drawing an arrow. It should show
Okay.
you the arrow, right?
Yep.
So Lonelywood's over here, and Cairn is what I'm pointing at, that big hill. Right, and then, or Kelvin's Cairn, and then Cairn is down here. Here's this right here. Right here is the Dwarven Valley.
And this would be no trail mountain, right? Or no trail normal.
Right.
Not mountain. No trail. So we can get
3 to 4 miles a day.
3 to 4 miles a day.
Right. Which
So-
weather could affect, however, right?
Yeah, so we're somewhere around there.
So about a day to the Dwarven Valley, then about another day or so to help to the big hill,
Mm-hmm.
and then another 2 days or so to the other place.
I will say, let's avoid going down into the valley just in case.
Yep. That could complicate things.
I mean, your sled dogs are well versed in things, and the axe beak is very comfortable regardless of weather. So it's up to you whether you want to go out in it.
So we're looking
It's not
at
it's not like you've had a string of wonderful weather days and here suddenly it's bad, right? Like it's been pretty bad every day. It's just very cold today and there are storm clouds.
Yeah, the thing I'm worried about is like, yeah, if we wait another day, then maybe there's a blizzard tomorrow and we decide that that's too dangerous and we're just going to be stuck here for ever.
Let's just go.
Yeah, I think we should just go.
I think we risk it, yeah.
Honestly, yesterday we stopped because that blizzard was bad. Right now we have storm clouds in the distance, but we don't know if they're going to hit us. Let's just move.
It'll be fine.
As it is, if we travel ideal distances without stopping, it's going to be almost hammer 30 by the time we get to the city.
Let's just get moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to get going? Everybody's in agreement?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you travel for a few hours and you're coming up to crest a low hill and you see in front of you the weather's bad. The clouds have darkened and darkened and it's gotten colder and colder. And you see in front of you what looks like a campsite with dozen tents arranged into a couple of concentric rings around each other.
Oh,
And both Oryx and Bitter would recognize that as a typical setup of a Reghed tribe.
yep. Do we see anything else in particular about the tents, like any marking on them that could let us know which of the tribes it was?
You're far enough away right now that it's kind of almost whiteout conditions. You just recognize the
Okay.
structures. You can't tell anything so far.
Okay.
So you'll have to get a little bit closer.
Part of me doesn't want to.
Why not?
Not every Reghed is actually friendly.
What do you think, Oryx?
If we can get close enough to at least see who they are, it might be beneficial.
Will they be able to spot us?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Well, if they're hostile, we just go by.
Okay.
Karu. I just saw what you typed in chat.
Wow, princess.
It's minus 60.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
this is a brisk morning.
Yeah, at this point, it's not morning. It's a little later, at
Yeah.
least.
I didn't
So,
know nose hair could be this prickly.
I mean, yeah, it
I mean,
is.
Wait until
So-
your eyelashes start to freeze.
Oh, that's already happening with her. Just look at her.
You
Yeah, I
can't
mean,
tell
you're-
because
you're
we're
all,
wearing
like,
goggles.
you're all super bundled, and exposed
Mhm.
skin gets about a minute and a half before it's
Yeah.
Frostbitten.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah,
have
in most
goggles
cases.
and like nothing,
In
nothing
most
is
cases.
exposed.
yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, in most cases, except Bitter, who's out there like sun tanning in a pair of shorts and
you
flip flops.
know,
I mean, it's not that cold, guys.
not
They're
really.
comfy and easy to wear.
Screw you guys.
I'm just gonna look at Sig and be like, you are, even the other eggheads aren't as comfortable in this generally as I've been. I'm,
Anyways,
do you just regulate your body heat, or does it just not?
let's get moving.
So are you going to approach all as one group? Are you going to stop and have one of you scout forward? What's your approach here? You're just gonna drive right up?
I think we're
Do
gonna.
we want Oryx to go ahead? Because he's on the axe beak, so he has a little
Mm.
more maneuverability.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we could
that'll
do
work.
I would just like to stay within like 120 feet or so, if that's possible, without them seeing me.
Of
or without-
Oryx.
Yeah,
I
of
mean,
Oryx
I
is
think,
what I
I
mean.
think, yeah, that's about as far as we'll go behind Oryx, so that we're within shouting distance at least.
Yeah,
Oh.
close enough we can help if things go bad, but far enough away we're not a threat to everyone else.
I'm just getting the map ready. Sorry.
Well, that's never good news.
No, just to give you a visual of what's going
Yeah, I
on.
know.
I
And the
don't like
maps. There's so many
this.
maps in this freaking thing. It's like can't keep them straight.
The dogs are getting impatient.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Shh, puppy.
They're mad
I heard
because
you.
McFlurry gets to run off the head.
Yeah. They're like, but we
so
want to
what's-
go.
So what's the
Woof,
plan?
woof.
We'll stay back about 120 feet and let Oryx go first, closer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll right out ahead.
All right. So let me put you all on this map, and then I'll actually put your PCs on there so you can see something. So Oryx, as you get closer, you see that there are 2 or 3 individuals running patrolling the perimeter pretty slowly. They're pretty stealthily sort of stalking around the perimeter, just keeping their eyes out. Everyone else in the tribe is sort of huddled around different fires, and they've got big hoods on, and they're really close to each other to maintain heat and all that. And you can tell right away that this is a wolf tribe campsite.
They're the not particularly friendly. They're the really particularly unfriendly ones, aren't they? Or at least they're not the really antisocial ones.
Nope, that's bear.
Let's see.
So I'm gonna put you all on this map just so that you can see, but you are not all here. Okay.
Oh wow, that's a pretty big map. That's a lot.
Yeah. So let me.
That's a lot of
I'm
people.
just. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
There's a lot of people around,
Uh-huh.
but they're huddled down, right? They're like huddled down around their bonfires. To you know, I mean, it's a whole tribe, so you're,
yeah.
But
what were you expecting?
Oryx, as you approach, are you being stealthy? Are you?
Probably try to be a little stealthy and certainly not like riding up like in any kind of threatening manner,
Mm-hmm.
But I think probably once I see it's the wolf tribe, it's the wolf tribe, he'd probably kind of rear up and probably stop where he is.
Okay.
Kind of
But
see
you're
if
not.
he's
You're not hiding, so chances are the patrol will spot you. Is basically what you're saying.
Okay.
I mean, because if you're not hiding, they're going to see you come forward because they've got their eyes looking out.
Okay.
If you were hiding, there would be a chance that they won't see you.
Can I try to hide at this point, or is it too late?
You can if you want to roll a stealth check.
Sure.
You didn't really want to hide.
Yes, I didn't. Excuse me.
So as you sort of get closer, one of the people who was sort of running around outside the perimeter trying to keep an eye whistles in the air, like puts his head up and whistles, and then the next thing you know, two other ones are around you, and they're just sort of are they're just watching you because you're on McClurry, so they're not trying to get close to you, but they are blocking your way, at least preliminarily.
Right. I mean, do they look hostile at this point?
No, they're not threatening you. They're just they're sort of curious. Look, when they first jumped up, they sort of had they had their spears, and then they're sort of stopped and looked at you. You weren't who they were expecting, apparently.
Okay. He'll get off the axe beak, kind of keep one hand on the reins, the other hand just kind of up in the air, palm open. We'll cautiously walk forward and just call out to them in Reghed and said, "Greetings. I don't mean to intrude upon you."
What are you doing out in the tundra? Well, where's your camp? Is it close? Are we intruding?
No.
How many more are you?
Just a few. I'm leading a group of people east. Travelers. Explorers.
What tribe?
I'm of the Elk tribe.
Who sent you?
Nobody sent us. We're just passing through these lands.
How did you find us? He
Just
definitely looks suspicious.
we just happened to come across you in our travels. If you would prefer not to be found, I have no problem leaving you all be here.
He sort of looks at you and he looks back at the other two. He says, if you mean no harm, you can come and speak to the chief. You notice now also that there are a lot more people here than you saw at first. There's a lot of like tribesmen that are obviously hunters and whatnot, but there's also a whole lot of women and children and elder people. I mean, some of the women are hunters too, but in terms of just people who are non-combatants, there's a ton of those as well around. This is a very large camp, and it's not what you typically would expect right here. This is a little bit close to 10 towns and a little bit close, this side of Kelvin's Cairn isn't typically where you would find them, but yeah, so
Yeah, before I go back and get the others, I'll say, why have you all set up here?
you must talk to the chief.
All right. Be right back. I'll go back and get the others. I'll tell them, well, good news. They're not hostile. It's the Wolf tribe, but
Ah.
we seem to be catching them on a good day. If we want, we can speak with their chieftain.
I mean, sure.
It
I
is.
don't see a problem.
We have been traveling for most of the day now.
Mm-hmm.
It would probably be better if we could spend the night, at least close by for protection. If they're willing.
Safety in numbers and all that.
If they're willing is definitely a question. Well, I guess we should go then. See what this is all about.
Sorry, I had to find two of the tokens. They were on that layer that makes them really hard for me to see because I'm just have really old eyes. They're like not, yeah, anyway. Sorry, give me 2 more seconds. Okay,
You're
so
good.
you all want to go back and
We'll approach
they
as a
said-
group to the.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Since they wanted us to speak
Okay.
to their elder, the chieftain.
We'll play nice.
You'd better.
Mm-hmm. I mean, for the most part, I'm going to let Oryx do the talking, but
Mhm.
I mean, we don't even speak Reghed, so.
yeah.
Okay, so when you get back, all of the tribe's people are standing around their fires now. They're not sitting huddled anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you're bringing all of your dogs and everything in.
Yep.
So you do see that they have a bunch of sleds and there's some dogs tied out and everything too. So they have a means of locomotion. And as you come up, one of the tribe's people come and they approach Oryx, and he says, "I'm to lead you to the chief." Are all of you attending the meeting?
Yes.
And your animals?
Can we keep them here for now?
We can tie them out, or you can just leave them. It depends on what you need. Do they need food?
They probably do.
Yeah. Let's keep them tied up here and give them some food before we go.
Very well. He sort of signals to a couple of people, and they start coming over to get some food and whatnot from the storage tent over here.
Just so I know, is this all in reggae still, or is it in common?
Yeah, they're speaking the Reghed tribes.
Okay, just
whatever
want to
that-
make sure.
whatever that language is. Yeah. They haven't, I mean, yeah. The Oryx spoke to them in it, so they haven't.
Yep. So
Yeah.
they've responded in kind.
Right.
Bitter probably would be kind of relaying the gist of what they're saying to the rest, just to keep them up to date.
So they lead you to this this northern tent right here, this sort of silvery one that's relatively larger than these on the outskirts. This one here. And
Mhm.
inside that tent, so guarding that tent is a really decorated warrior. And as you walk up, he sort of stands at attention, and he pulls back the sort of leathery cloth that's covering the doorway, and he lets you enter. And sitting inside on the ground around a small fire that's also burning incense is the person who is obviously the chief, which is she's a woman, and she's wearing a really big like winter wolf pelt,
Hmm.
and she has a couple of sets of antlers like on the ground around her. And then standing next to her is a tribesman who is obviously what both Oryx and Bitter would immediately recognize as the tribe's shaman.
Hmm.
And as all of you walk in, he starts chanting, a typical sort of cleansing ritual that any shaman would cast when a stranger comes into the chief's house. And when he gets done chanting, the chief stands up, and she says, welcome to my camp. This is my tribe. I am Rona Vokatoth. This is my shaman, Kiar. We welcome you.
For your, I am Oryx Pashlu. Thank you for your welcome.
And I am Bitter Frost. I thank you as well.
And these? And she sort of looks at the other three that don't speak Reghed.
These are explorers that we are guiding through these lands.
I see. That is what brought you here.
We are headed further eastward. We saw your camp and thought we would approach. The storm, with the weather potentially getting worse for the night, we thought we could ask for a shelter with you for this night.
Ice falls from the sky. The winter wolves are not of one spirit anymore.
Do I know if that's like a Reghed, like a message, or she's saying, or like?
So, like, as the wolf tribe, they would think of themselves as one spirit, right? The whole tribe is one spirit. And so, obviously there's something wrong with either the spirit, or it could just be a reference to the weather. It could be a reference to the entire tribe. It could be both. It could be neither. It's not a known saying though.
Okay. Is there any trouble we could potentially help you with in exchange for shelter for tonight?
You are 2 different tribesmen working together.
Traveling together, at least.
This is so.
You are of elk and you are of bear, and yet here you are. I can't help but think it is an omen that we are here together. 3 different tribes.
What do you see as an omen of?
I hope good tidings. My small band, she like sweeps this entire place. I mean, it's an average size tribal unit, right? But they're all really emaciated. Like when you actually start looking around, you see that they probably haven't eaten very well in a while and all of that, right?
Mhm.
Very much actually like the elf tribe is having issues with food, right? She says, we have stood against Isar Kronenstrom. He has been at war now with the Tiger tribe, but for bad purposes. He's brought in barbarians from the mountains and gnolls from the crevices and even lost humans from tin towns and welcomed them to the tribe, and they are warring with the Tiger tribe because Isar believes himself to be the chosen of Oral. And the Tiger tribe's leader believes herself to be the chosen of Oral. My people cannot withstand a war like this, so we have separated and they are hunting us. They kill my tribe and they eat us. We are running.
And Isar is normally the leader of the wolf tribe.
He has taken himself as the leader of the wolf tribe. We protested, but his followers are rabid.
I'm
They
going
are
to assume.
behaving in ways I have never seen. It is disgraceful to the wolf tribe, so we left. And now I am the chief of the true wolf tribe, and the other wolf tribe is no more. No more wolf. The spirit has been split.
Can I assume the only thing the non-reggae tribesmen hear is oral and oral?
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting here going, "Oh, this is
See,
nice. This is nice." They're
up in-
talking to their tribesmen, and
Up until
The
the
thing
whole
is, they might have a specific name for Oral, would they? Or do they just call her Oral?
They call her Oral.
Okay, just want to ask.
up
it's a
until
good idea though.
the whole bit about the wolf tribe at war with the tiger tribe, Bitter had been kind of paraphrasing and translating, but as soon as he heard wolf tribe versus tiger tribe, he stopped.
And we're like, "Oi, oi, what happened?
Bitter, what's going
Keep
on?
going, keep going.
We're getting to the good bits."
Yeah. Bitter, what's going on?
The wolf tribe has split. Part of them are at war with the tiger tribe because the wolf tribesman's the one wolf tribe leader sees himself as Orel's chosen, and the tiger tribe's leader sees herself likewise.
Oh.
Right at that moment, I have to look something up real quick. Hold on.
Drum roll, please.
A-
Oh,
no,
God.
drum roll. I didn't mark the page. Hold on. I just have to look up the right age. A 9-year-old boy runs in and he basically says, Mom, they see the saber on the hills, and he like points.
Oh, fuck.
And she kind of puts her hand on his shoulder, and she says, "Pardon the interruption. This is my son. His name is Eric's. He is my heir. I hope he survives." The saber has been stalking us. The cat of the tiger tribe.
Oh,
When we
Ember
see it,
is.
that is our time to move the next day. We will be packing up in the morning.
Well, is Bitter relaying this information at all?
Oh, oh god, Bitter is rigid. As
But is he
soon as
relaying the information?
He's not relaying the information.
Oi, oi!
not
Punch, punch, punch.
I'll turn and say, at most we'd have one night here. They're being hunted.
Well, can't we just bop the hunters on the nose?
What's
if it were
hunting
only
them?
that easy.
Well, it is that easy. We win.
What's hunting them?
Call it the saber, the cat of the tiger tribe. I'll ask them, the chief, what is this saber? What is it that hunts you? I'll switch to common at this point.
The her eyes sort of widen when you switch to common, and in Reghed she says, "You wish me to speak the Tin Town language?"
Just for a few words.
Very well.
So we all understand.
She now speaks to the shaman, and now the shaman speaks in common to the group because she can't speak common. And she basically they say the saber is the saber-toothed pet of Bjornhild, the chief of the tiger tribe. She calls it Grava. It is her pet, her companion. It stalks us and tells her where we are. It will stay there all night, and then it will leave in the morning, and then soon they will come for us if we don't leave.
Why have you not tried just taking it out? Would that not stop them from tracking you?
Ember makes stabbing motions.
The tribes have a peace, and it was improper to destroy her pet, but it's
What kind of peace includes hunting to kill someone?
well, of course the peace has been shattered, but if we reduce ourselves to their level, then we have become nothing more than they are. And one doesn't just destroy the pet of the chosen of Oral.
Assuming she actually is the chosen of Oral.
So hypothetically, if we took it out for you, then the blood is not on your hands?
We would still have to leave. It has seen us. She knows where we are.
But it wouldn't be able to hunt you anymore.
If we kill it and she just gets another pet, we won't know what to look for. It will stalk us and we won't know.
Okay, fair enough.
So why can't we just kill her?
My people are afraid.
Oh.
It is not like us to run, you know. Elk and bear, you know. We are starving. I'm not sure how long we'll last. There is no food. It's gone from the plains. It's gone from the glacier. Every time we move, we get closer to Tin Towns, and we're afraid they will retaliate against us. They also believe in Oral. as if this is ordained.
The 10 towns are not safe for us, for you all. They would bring you in, probably welcome you, but then use you as sacrifices to the Winter Maiden, to the Frost Maiden. I would avoid the towns.
We would rather die fighting our enemies.
Indeed. And my own tribe has seen the same scarcity, shortage. The herds thin out, dying. Disease strikes them.
The beacons have been leading the food away.
Do I know what the beacons are?
The things we fought 2 nights ago?
Oh, okay.
Those... I mean, it might be, but...
I could see how those things would scare things away.
We are going to try to go closer to Kelvin's cairn.
That is the direction we are going. Perhaps we should travel together.
This could end poorly for your group.
If we go alone and we run into those who are hunting you, I do not think we will fare much better if they are already on a warpath.
Lies, we can take them.
We believe Bjornhild is the chosen of Oral because she can put things into ice.
What kinds of things?
Any kind she chooses. Every time they raid, they take at least one of my men or women or children, and they put them in a block of ice and they leave it on display until the ice melts, which doesn't happen until they set it aflame.
Yeah, I say we go stabbing.
That wouldn't help.
It's not just
Taking
one.
out the lynx
We'd be-
isn't a good idea.
And we'd
not
be
lynx,
against
but-
an entire tribe,
cat.
regardless.
Yeah, we would draw the wrath of an entire tribe upon us if we did that.
Even more, we could draw the attention of the rest of the tribes.
And if they are backed by Auril, then it is very likely that there are either cultists or Auril herself who we'd also have to deal with. I know you
But
do
we
not.
can't just leave them.
We have a mission of our own, and if we see our mission through, that may help the clans.
You should stay tonight and eat and celebrate. That is what we do. We celebrate that we had at least one night. And then we move again tomorrow. It is a life.
Yes, it is. All right. Yes, we'll join you tonight.
We would be honored.
We'll head out and a spot to set up, I suppose.
If you would like, the shaman now just speaks to you without the chief having said anything, but he says, if you would like a tent of your own, we can provide one for you to be comfortable in.
That would be welcome.
Very well. We will designate it in the chief's circle, which means it's one of the big tents in the middle. So, so it is 8:44. Do we want to take a break while you all process everything you just learned?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
We
do
will
so.
be right back. Whee! And we're back.
All right, and welcome back to Eternal Night, our Rime of the Frostmaiden game. And right now, the party has just learned some things about the Reghed tribes in the area that is a little bit concerning for probably all of them. So what are you doing?
Panicking.
Questioning everyone in the north and their sanity.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for
Yeah,
now, we just
as-
need to hunker down. I'm going to eat my own food because I don't want these people to have to use what little food they have to feed us.
And yet
Fuck
they did
that
so
shit.
for our dogs.
Oh, I still feel bad about that now.
I mean, the dogs are living creatures that
Mhm,
have entrusted their lives to the tribes people, so
mhm,
they
I
mhm.
understand
feed
that,
the
but
dogs first, right? They
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Oh god.
Considering it's the wolf tribe, yeah, they probably have the dogs in higher regard than any of us.
Mhm.
Dogs probably look
Yeah,
great.
when you look at their dogs look like wolves. Like they look like wolves. Like your dogs look kind of wolfish. They've got big puffy fur and everything, and
Mhm.
they're larger than like what we would consider like a domestic dog. But their dogs, it's like that's not a dog, that's a wolf.
So basically, we have wolf dogs, they have wolves.
Yes, basically, yeah.
Our puppies probably look small.
And a lot more cuddly.
No. Just
No.
no.
So what would you all like to do? You're just gonna rest for the night and
Yeah, I
think
mean,
so.
once the five of us are in our tent, hunkering down for the night after eating, because I'm assuming we kind of ate with other of the tribe,
With the tribe.
even if we're eating our own
Mhm.
food. Because I think it would have been like, hey, we'll share a bit of what we have as well, like just that sign of like exchanging
J-
food and hospitality.
Just you
Um,
might want to not necessarily give him wolf meat.
Yeah.
Is
Just
that all
saying.
we have?
No.
No, not really.
No.
We have
but
a lot of
I'm
fish.
just saying they might get a little bit offended by that.
Don't
I know
worry,
if you
we'll
I know if you
leave
tried
the
to offer
wolf
a
meat
bear
away.
tribesman bear meat, they might actually kill you.
okay, fair enough. But once it's the five of us, I think. I mean, what do you, Earl? Stop that.
Who's Earl?
What do you both, and I'm looking at the two tribesmen, think of this whole situation? Like, how is this going to affect us? Should we get more involved? It seems like these people are suffering. If we can help
They are.
them.
They are. But for us to get involved directly means we're thrusting ourselves into the middle of a war between tribes.
Not to mention a culture more than half
Regardless
of us
that
are nothing
fact,
about.
just by being in this area, we already are kind of in the middle of it. Do you think if we encountered the other wolf tribe or any of the tiger tribe, they wouldn't try and absolutely murder us or recruit us to fight for them?
But that's them coming to us and us defending ourselves. It's another to hunt them down, especially when
It,
we are not tribesmen. You two are. The rest of us aren't. Us getting involved in this feels.
We're outsiders.
Yeah, we're outsiders. Unless they invite us in, I don't know if we should. It's one thing
There-
for a fight to come to us, it's another to go to a fight.
Sometimes, though, you need to be a bit proactive of it.
If this was my own, if this was my own tribe here, we would absolutely fight and make a stand for sure.
Yes, mine as well.
Well, it sounds like the Wolf Clan had started to make a stand, but this group decided to splinter off and not fight.
No, it wasn't so much that they decided to make a stand. The one other
They told
part of the
the
wolf
leader
tribe,
to fuck off.
the other part of the wolf tribe decided to engage. They sought this out. it wasn't that they were attacked and they defended themselves so much as that, oh, I'm the chosen of Oril, not you. So
What
how
I'm
dare
curious
you
about is
have the
why the
audacity?
Tiger Clan has the power to both fight the rest of the Wolf Clan and yet still chase this small group that wants nothing to do with them. Like, why commit resources, even if it's just this saber, to hunt them down when they're being attacked by the rest of the Wolf Clan?
It might be a thing of honor not letting anyone go.
Does that
Or
mean the
could
rest of
be
the Wolf Clan has
just
died?
unlikely. It could also mean that they're just trying to avoid this particular clan rejoining. They don't want
Keep
to give
them
them the
divided.
option. They don't want to give them the option to actually unite because I mean, even though this clan has a lot of non-combatants, that's still a lot more manpower. I mean,
It just seems odd. And
it
then
does.
there's also
And for
the whole Earl, stop that. There's also the whole chosen of our real encasing in ice. I mean, we've already taken down someone who could do that.
We already keep along somebody that can do
Ah,
that too.
my tail lashed like violently.
I don't think we know that Bitter can do that yet.
Nope.
I thought he mentioned something after, like, he got encased in ice.
No.
It's one thing to make an
He
offhanded
hasn't-
comment, it's another to be
Okay.
able to do the thing.
And he hasn't actually used that in combat yet either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we know that yet.
No, but you just see that I'm entirely agitated and really kind of annoyed, even though I'm trying not to show it.
Not doing great at it, though, buddy.
My tail lashes again, probably this time kind of closer to you.
It seems like everyone is trying to claim being chosen by Auril around here, and I'm not really sure what to think of
It's
that.
fucking stupid, is what it is.
I agree.
The chosen of Oril, they don't get anything from it aside from perhaps to live a little longer.
To be the last ones put in the ice.
I think we need to stick to our plan. I am rather curious as to what the...
I will say this, though. If the Sabers saw them, it might have seen us.
Yeah.
And then we're involved regardless.
So we should go with stabbing. Is that difficult?
If we go stabbing that thing right now, it's going to fuck over everyone here. And like they said, it's going to get rid of their one warning that danger is coming.
Yeah. So you know what you do then? You follow it home and you stabify.
We are going to be outnumbered, you idiot.
Who knows how far away they're based? You don't know how long we'd have to be following that thing for.
Well, considering the fact that the wolf tribe here is convinced that when that thing disappears in the morning, then they have to move quickly. They can't be that far away. And I don't see the tiger tribe letting their pets get too far from them either. They enjoy the thrill of the hunt.
We could accompany them towards Kelvin's Cairn at the very least. We do have to go in that direction anyways to avoid the Dwarven Valley. If anything happens, at least we can help them defend. And if we have a chance to take out their leader...
We'll take it.
It might scatter them enough, or at least make them reconsider to keep attacking this tribe.
Again, if they come attacking us while we're with them, sure. We're not going to go hunting them down, Ember.
Nope, not the nose. Not. Don't eat my nose,
Amazing.
please.
Ow.
He's about ready
We
to start
can't worry
kneading my
about that
neck.
until tomorrow. We'll just have to get up early and help where we can before we head out.
Okay. So everybody goes to sleep. Are you?
Yep.
Are you? Is there
We're
anything else
setting-
you want to do for the
I
evening?
would say set watch though, at least.
Okay.
Just in case. I know we're in a camp with a bunch of Regheds, but even
Still.
this might not be safe.
Yeah.
They're not our tribe.
Could be.
I can do the middle watch.
I'll do the first one.
I'm gonna try to get rid of my exhaustion.
Fair enough.
Good.
Yeah, all right.
I'll help out on the first watch.
I'll help out on the last one, I guess.
Who's got the middle watch?
Hi.
Oh no.
I said I was taking the middle watch.
You
It's
did.
true.
So roll me a perception check, please.
Oh
Everyone on
boy.
watch or what?
6.
Oh boy. Oh no.
15.
And I shall. Not like I expect to 7. I'm distracted.
9.
So we have Oryx and Bitter on the first watch, Sig on the second, Ember on the third, right? Okay.
Mhm.
And Addie's sleeping like a princess.
Oryx, you note that some of the tribe is already like in the middle, like you're on first watch, right? And you note that some of the tribes are already like packaging up and wrapping up all their stuff and getting the camp broken down, and they're kind of reducing the size of things that they have to clean up in the morning. So there's kind of a lot of noise and whatnot. I mean, it's not a lot, it's very quiet comparatively, but since you understand what's going on, there's a lot of activity in the first couple of hours of the evening after the meals are all done and after all of the sort of non-combatant, the elders and the children and whatnot, and anybody who's sick or has an injury, they sort of go and settle down. The able-bodied people start breaking down almost everything in the camp. They break down pretty much all the fires, and they're making it so that where they've broken things down, you can't tell that there was anything there. So they're not just dousing the fire, they're like dousing the fire and then removing all evidence of there having been anything there. Sig, on your watch, you are sitting and watching, and you see that, and you hear a little bit that there's activity outside. And then all of a sudden, the little boy crawls up from under the tent flaps and crawls into your actual hut that you're in,
Mm-hmm.
and freezes when you look over and see him. And
Sig just
then
waves.
keeps crawling in, and then he sits down by where he crawled in, and he's just kind of sitting there watching. And about 10 minutes go by, and he scoots a little bit closer, and he's kind of looking around. And then about 10 minutes go by, and he scoots a little bit closer.
Are you curious?
By the time 30 minutes have gone by, he's sitting and his knees is touching you.
Are you curious about something?
Just wondering about the other tribe, the bears and the Elk. And you, I don't know what your tribe is, though. What's your tribe?
I'm not from a tribe.
You are. I bet you are. What's your tribe?
A family name is Alice, but that's
That's a tribe.
about it.
My family is Wolf.
Sure, okay. But if you want to know more about Elk and Bear, you'd have to wait until those two wake up.
Are you from Tin Town?
Nope, I'm from way farther south.
Way farther south. I don't know where that is. Is that a town?
No, I'm from a city called Waterdeep.
Waterdeep. Your tribe Waterdeep. Ooh, do you swim a lot?
I have swam a few times, yes.
Would you have to, right? If the town is in deep water.
It's not technically in water, it's near water.
Oh, then why'd they name it that? Why not near water then, instead of water deep?
Because the people who
Seems
named
like
it were dumb.
the buildings would be. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Some people in my tribe are dumb too.
They're everywhere. I can assure you with my traveling, there are dumb people everywhere. They never go away.
That's too bad. Do you
But yeah,
adventure a lot?
I have, yes. For example, and Sig's gonna just make a couple marks in the ground and be like, okay, so let's say we're here.
What's
We're
that on your arm?
Huh?
On your arm, I saw it right there.
What are you talking about?
That right there, under your coat, right there. I saw it. It was
No,
shiny. It was shiny earlier.
there's no shiny.
Oh no.
Oh, I thought there was.
Sorry, no shiny.
I've seen that before.
Gaslight the poor kid.
Sometimes I have it right here, and he turns his arm and he shows you in the crux of his elbow. There's a little blue mark. This is right there.
Okay. Interesting.
Sometimes it itches. Does yours itch?
Yes.
When the saber comes around, it starts burning. That's how I know. That's how I could tell Mom so soon.
Well, that's very responsible of you to tell her.
The saber calls to me. It says we should follow it. But I don't want to because I'm scared of it. It has big tooth.
I mean, fair enough. It calls to you. That's interesting.
How come you're traveling with that cat over there? It has lots of fur. Does the fur get all wet? It looks like it would be frozen. It would stick together, right?
He has magic that can make sure it doesn't do that.
Is he a shaman?
Something kind of like a shaman, but he's a shaman that uses a very pointy stick.
Why does he need a pointy stick? He's got claw.
Overcompensating.
Oh, we have that too in our tribe. That's what Mom says. That's what Mom says about Isar Kronenstrom. He's mean.
Yeah, he sounds like it.
Some people think he's my daddy instead.
I'm going to let you know something very, very important. Your family is who takes care of you and who you care about. So if you care about your mom, she's your family. If you don't like this person, this other guy, doesn't matter what anyone else says. You get to decide who your parents are.
He's got a little tear.
Sig just ruffles his hair a little. I can assure you, you choose your parents. Okay?
Okay. Did you choose your parents?
I ended up accepting mine. I didn't have to go looking for any. I also have a lot of siblings. Them, sometimes I question if I really wanted, mattering on which one.
I have siblings too. But
Do they ever get on your nerves?
Yeah, because I'm older and they're younger and they're not nice all the time. And Mom says that if I take over the tribe, then some of them might try to get rid of me because I'm the leader and I'm the oldest. And she said it's not to let them be mean, but then don't be too nice to them, because then if I'm nice to them, then they take advantage. And she said that that's not how a strong chieftain is.
You just gotta find the right balance. Because you don't want them to hate you, right?
I don't want them to hate me.
Exactly. You just gotta find a balance.
How come you're not with your family anymore in the deep water?
I had to travel for a little while. I have to protect these people, but I'll be going back soon. I
Oh,
was.
you're a bodyguard?
Yes.
Which one? The hairy one?
No, I can assure you now.
That one seems like it needs some bodyguarding.
What he needs is a muzzle.
Oh, we make those. Sometimes we have to put them on our doggies. Do you want me to
Yeah.
bring you one?
Tempting. So tempting.
It's tempting, but I think we'll be fine for right now.
Okay. Can I stay here for a while?
Sure.
Thanks.
I will say that the kitty is the one who's going to be waking up next.
Oh.
So you should ask him about his tribe.
Oh, I should?
Yes.
Okay.
He
I will.
has so many stories. He's a very good storyteller.
Does he swim in the deep water too?
No, he's not from the deep water.
Oh. Where's he from?
I have no idea. He talks a lot, but I
Oh.
can't figure that out.
Maybe I'll ask.
You should ask about that.
Okay. I will. He kind of lays down and he like puts his hands and he's just looking at Ember.
Yeah.
Just waiting for Ember to wake up.
Hey, at least Pi is getting a warning about having to know about a tribe. Hey, I'm going to point out Sig is always a bitch. This is nothing new. At least she said no to the muzzle. For now.
Shame.
At least she knows where to get one now.
So the rest
Yes,
of the watch.
you are.
Yes, I might regret this. I understand that, but Sig doesn't think that ahead.
So the rest of the watch passes without incident, and then I'm assuming Sig wakes up Ember.
Yeah, and she'll say goodnight to the kid.
When you say goodnight, he like pats you wherever he can reach. Like he's laying down, so I'm sure you're probably staying.
Mhm.
He like pats your foot or your knee or something. Just
Night, kid. Sleep well. Do get some sleep. I'm just pointing out.
okay.
And yeah, Sig's gonna settle down to sleep.
Big stretch.
How long are your claws?
Shink. Just
Do they hurt when they grow? What happens if you break one? Do they stay pointy like that?
and
Do you have them on
they
your
grow
toes?
back.
too?
Yeah, but then my little footses would have holes in them, and then snow gets in, and then my toe beans get really cold.
Toe beans.
Yeah,
You have beans? Beans in your toes?
See, squish, 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 squish.
Oh. How'd you get so much fur?
I grew it myself.
All at once or one at a time?
I went like this, choo, and it went thump.
It grows when you sneeze?
No. When I was a baby, I sneezed really, really hard, and it all grew out.
Do you live in the deep water?
No, that seems really wet.
Where are you from?
You can just see the meme with all of the math going across.
How do I explain this to tiny child?
Okay, so I made friends with a wizard, and he was really cool. And then he went,
How come they made you a shaman?
well, sometimes you really want to do stuff, but you can't do it right then, so you learn how to do it anyway.
But when you have stuff you want to do and you can't do it right then, it's because you're not old enough.
Yeah, and it's because you don't have thumbs, so you have to learn how to get thumbs. I used to be a little kitty cat.
He like looks at his hands, but I have thumbs.
Well, I grew up like a little baby kitty cat, and I was very cute, but I didn't have any thumbs, and I really wanted thumbs because I wanted to go find my mom.
And then what happened?
So I made friends with a wizard, and the wizard gave me thumbs, but then I went and just appeared, and then I appeared.
But where are you from? That one's from the deep water. He points at Sig.
Hey, Kara, what the hell was that world called?
The first world? I don't think I ever named it.
I don't think you did either.
Anduin's world did not have a name. It was the
Nope.
world Anduin was from. Hey, show.
I like how we keep pawing it
I
off
don't
on
know.
someone else.
Yeah, I
Look
know.
at me.
Luckily, Matt and Sam aren't the ones who it can get pawned off onto.
Yeah,
It was just, ooh.
Idario.
It was what?
Idario. Have fun. You pawned it off on me, so you reap what you sow.
Yeah, I don't think you would know that though.
Did you just make something up?
Also,
Yep.
if you're gonna eat, fucking mute yourself. Fucking crunchy ass bitch.
Munch.
Remember, it would be like, there was a lot of books and a lot of fire. I don't know what they called it.
A lot of books and a lot of fire all together at once?
No, because the books had their own house and the fire had their own house.
Which one did you live in?
The one with the fire.
Oh, I thought you liked books. See you
I went
writing
to
a lot.
visit all the time. Well,
But you,
that's because we want to get it right. So I have to write down everything that happens because it might get interesting. And if it
Woohoo.
gets interesting, you want to know everything that happened beforehand.
but who wants to know?
The people who want to be smart.
What people?
Like the people from 10 towns, they don't know what's going on in the world. They don't know what happens in the water deeps.
My mommy said that it's called Tin Town because they can only count to 10.
Love it.
Your mommy's probably right.
She's always right.
Sometimes they're very nice anyway, though, even though they can't count to 11D.
Yeah. But they don't. But they don't. They're not. They can't swim in deep water either because they go on a boat.
Well, yeah, because it's freezing.
Oh, it's not that cold.
You and them both.
But you have fur. How come you're cold?
'Cause
Can't
my
you
fur
sneeze
is
and make
furry.
your fur go twice?
Yeah, but then all the space that's full of air is instead full of water. And I look like I drowned. It's horrible.
Don't you brush your hair? Oh,
See? Slurp.
doesn't that hurt?
I lick the kid and fix his hair.
It tastes really dirty. But what town are you from? They had a book house and a firehouse, and what else? Were there a lot of people there?
There weren't that many people, but apparently there was this place that made really good cookies.
Do you know how to go back? Because maybe you could lead my people there.
No, I don't know
We
how
like
to go
fire.
back.
Because we like fire and we need a place to go now.
Well, whatever you do, do not sign your name with evil people that came from underground.
Underground. Like the
They're
dwarves?
no. The
I like the
devils,
dwarves. They were nice
devils,
to us.
demons. Anyway, there's
Devils.
like no difference in between them, but don't sign any contracts with them.
This kills the Zeo.
It's enjoyable.
When did you meet demons and devils?
I've never met any. I don't think. Though I'm pretty sure that one lady with the broom could have counted. But my mommy's daddy had a really funny name, and I'm not supposed to go find him because he doesn't know I exist, and apparently that's better.
But don't you like your family? Don't you want to find your family? How come you're not finding your
I want to
family?
find my mommy because she's the best.
Where's she at?
I don't know. She
How
fell
come?
through. She fell through a magic circle, and then just disappeared.
How come you left a magic circle laying around?
I didn't leave it laying around. I didn't even know how. I didn't even have thumbs then.
But someone did.
I think they made it on purpose. Because they had to, like, save the people or something.
I'm sorry to make you sad.
Because they didn't bring me with. They should have
But-
brought me with.
But you're with these people, and he like points.
It's true.
Points
I
to
don't know
Addie.
Okay. So your mom is, like, in charge, right?
Uh-huh.
So, like, what are you gonna do about the tiger? The tiger clan.
Well, so I think Mom is just waiting for the tigers and the wolves to get in a fight and kill each other.
Well, yeah, but then what if they win and then they're stronger?
But they're already stronger than we are. That's why we have to keep moving.
No, but even stronger than they are now, and then they just, like, I don't know.
How do we make them weak?
Okay, so you know where the kitty cat is that's hunting you, right? Right?
The saber?
Yeah.
Yeah, he moved already again.
Wait, how can you see that far?
I feel it.
Like in your toe beans?
I don't have beans in my toes.
Oh.
That would hurt walking on beans all the time.
No, it's very squishy. But do you feel the pitter patter of the saber's feet, and that's how you can tell it left?
No, I feel it right here, and he like lifts up his arm, and there's a blue mark on his crook of his elbow.
Scritch, scritch, scritch. Is it, like, shaped like anything, or is it just, like, a blue scritch?
It has it's like a weird symbol, but you could see that it's very dull now.
Huh.
It's just like almost a tattoo under his skin.
That's cool. Did they put that on you so that you could tell them when the kitty cat comes close?
No. It's my birthmark.
Huh. That's cool.
My birthday's coming up.
Ooh, when's that?
It's in just a few days.
Oh, that's so cool. What are you gonna do for your birthday? Are you gonna have a party?
It's in let's see, and he starts counting. He says it's 4 days from now. After day 30. I think that's how your people count it. Day 30. It's after that one.
This is out of character scrolling.
Yeah.
Oh, midwinter. Okay.
Oh.
Back to in character.
Oh, that's really soon.
Yeah, 4 days.
What's your favorite food and your favorite animal? And what do you like to do when you're not, like, running away from the meanie cat, the meanie saber that's trying to hunt you?
My favorite animal is a wolf, of course. And then
Uh-huh.
I really like there's this plant that when you pull it out of the, it grows by the water, and when you pull it out and you peel off some of the outside, and then there's the inside, and it tastes really sweet and not fishy at all, even though it's by the water. But then it's sweet, and I like that a lot. And we make some like we heat that up in the fire, and then we can chew on it, and all the sugar comes out, and it's really nice. And let's see. So my favorite animal and my favorite. And what else did you ask?
And what do you like to do for fun?
Well, I mean, we throw snowballs.
All right. He's going to take some planning. I might have to get help from the blue one. We'll see.
How come that one's your leader? And he points to Addie.
She wishes she were our leader. She's just acting like a pretty princess because she used to live in a town where she was all like, oh, I'm so comfortable all the time and other people do things for me.
What town is that?
The stupid town we're not going back to because she's stupid, acting like a stupid princess.
What's the name of it? Where's she from?
She, and then that one, and I point to Sig, come from the same place because I think that's how they know each other.
Oh. I thought she was from somewhere else.
Why is that? Does she look like someone you know?
Well, she doesn't have the thing. Never mind.
Thing?
Okay, I gotta go.
No.
Yeah, I should leave because I was told I've talked too much, and so it's bedtime, and I gotta go.
No. Talking is good.
But I have to go because it's getting late, and the
What
saber
about the
moved. So I have to tell Mom that the saber moved, and he's trying
thing.
goes
How
out.
far into the watch is this?
This is towards the end.
All right, so I'm definitely following this kid. It'll be fine. There's a whole bunch of people.
He goes straight to the chieftain's tent, and the warrior steps in front of you and does not let you into the tent.
I'm just gonna sit outside the tent waiting for this kid.
How long are you gonna sit there?
A while.
What's a
Hopefully be
while?
back by when Sig wakes up.
So, who's taking the last watch? Was that the last watch? That was
That was the last
right?
watch.
Uh-huh.
So the rest of you wake up
Mm.
on your own,
But
because Toe Beans isn't there to wake you up, and it's a little bit later than you thought you were going to be woken up, and the camp is almost all the way torn down.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I mean,
Where's
they've
the
basically
cat?
been working through the night, right? So it's not like they
Mhm.
all got up super early and you just slept in or something, but they've been working so much throughout the night that there's pretty much everything is almost all the way torn down. If you happen to look out the front piece of the hut, you see Ember sitting in front of the chief's tent,
Oh,
with
there's
the
the cat.
warrior standing in front of her like this.
I found the cat.
Great.
Wave.
Ember, what the? Get
I'm
back
gonna-
here so we can pack up everything.
Pitter patter.
Ugh.
But there was a rumor.
A rumor of what?
Just.
Also,
I'm gonna go check on the dogs.
Would I know what plant he was talking about that grows by the water but sweet when you take off the outside?
It sounds like some sort of reed or palm that grows in the wet areas where you can eat the middle of the root.
If I talk to the other tribesmen, Oryx and
Yeah,
Bitter.
they've probably heard of it.
Okay.
Ooh! I learned something good.
Oh.
You want to know what you want to know? What you want to know?
Yes.
Sure.
Ooh,
As I'm
can
in
we?
the process of pulling the tent down around anyone who's still inside. At
Yeah.
this point.
No, yeah. Bitter
Can
is
we stay
also
with the wolf
pulling the
tribe
tent down.
Can we stay with the wolf tribe for a few days, please?
We were going to, since they're going in the same general direction.
Okay,
that we
that's great.
are.
Do either of you know where I can find some what areas that have this sweet thing that has like the tough outside that you can take off the bits and then you chew it and it's all tasty and it doesn't taste like fish even though it lives with the fish?
You
The
mean
tribe-
sweet root?
Yeah.
Well, normally by the rivers when they aren't frozen over. Like finding
Okay.
much of that these days.
Why do you need that?
Cause the little kid that's got the weird like the thingy and that goes noom and that thing. He said his birthday's in a couple of days and we should do something fun for his birthday because they don't have any cake.
I don't know if we'll be with them that long. And I'm
He
sure
said
they
it was
have
only 4 days.
4 days. You mean
Mi-
Oh, and he said that the saber-tooth already ran off by the time it was my watch because he knew because he could feel it in his bones, his elbow bones.
Or starts breaking down the tent faster. We need
Yeah.
to hurry then. The longer we all stay here, the closer the other tribe gets.
Wait. Oh, and Addie, where are you from? I thought you were from the Waterdeep, but he said that you weren't from the same place as Sid.
I'm from Waterdeep. He's probably confused because Sig does not look anything like me.
Yeah, because what did he say exactly? That Addie didn't have the.
He trailed off and said the thing, and then he took off.
Because you can't be from the same place as Sig because you don't have the thing.
The thing.
The thing.
What thing?
Because Sig has a thing and you don't have the thing.
What thing? Sig? What thing is?
Sig, do you know what
Sig
he's
went to
talking
go
about?
check on the dogs.
Sig's with the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
Then we're
walks
gonna
off
go-
to check
I
on the
should go
dogs.
help-
We're gonna
I
be
should go
leaving.
help getting the dogs ready.
I'm gonna go make sure he doesn't
Pitter
bother
patter, pitter patter,
Sig
pitter
too
patter,
much
pitter patter.
that she lays him out in the snow and I'm not watching.
Yeah, Sig's just getting the dogs ready to go and making sure they're all okay and same shit she does every morning.
Try and take over the world.
That takes too much effort.
Sig.
How do you have this much energy? Hi, Ember.
Because I was talking to the kid, and he was asking a lot of questions, and I was asking a lot of questions, and he was being really helpful, but then he said that Addie didn't have the thing, but you have the thing, and then he ran off and he wouldn't answer my question, so what do you have that Addie doesn't have?
Strength.
Upper body strength?
Lower body strength.
Yeah, but it would be something that the kid noticed.
Shiny hair? Have you seen my hair? It's kind of crystally. I don't know, height? That might be another thing.
Is there anything I could roll to give me a clue of what I should be asking Sig?
You know, the thing.
You're being vague as shit.
Because he ran away after I asked him where I was from, and then I was like, yeah, and then he asked where Addie was from, and I said Addie was probably from the same place as Sig because they knew each other from then. And then
Yeah,
he
they were both from Waterdeep.
yeah, but then he said that Addie couldn't be from the deep waters because she didn't have the thing, and then he had to run away to his mom, and then the warrior wouldn't let me in.
You know, it's probably just because we're different races, right?
No, there was something that's up. I can smell it with my. I might not have the thingy, but I.
Are you done talking? Can I get back to making sure the dogs are ready?
I would like to lick my fur very carefully on the inside of my elbow to see if there's a glowing rune, so I know when something is afoot.
Have you ever tried to lick your elbow?
Yes. Does this shock you? No.
I can see a tabaxi having enough flexibility to have no issue
To actually
doing that.
manage it, yeah. So, Ember's definitely trying to see if he has one of the things on his arm, like the kid Eric's does.
Sig's just turning her back to Ember as he does this and goes back to finishing up hitching up the.
Bitter, do
dog.
I have something here that's like glowing?
No.
Well, how come he has one and I don't get one?
I don't know.
He said it was a birthmark. I want a birthmark. Do you have a birthmark, Bitter?
Nope. Well, not there anyway.
You don't want to see where Bitter's birthmark is.
Thank you for taking up on that.
See, do you have a birthmark?
Pretty sure most people do.
Does yours look like? And I make whatever squiggly symbol I saw.
It's a birthmark.
Yeah, but does it look like?
A bunch of lines?
I'll draw it in the snow. See?
Can we just get going?
Is yours a dot? Let me see. I want to see.
No.
Is it a stripe? Is it a smiley face? No, it's you. It's an angry face, isn't it? I want to see it. I want to see the angry face.
No.
Wow.
Better
Also,
help.
you're kind of already looking at an angry face. I think that's enough for you.
That's fair.
So everything gets packaged up and put away, and you all see now what Oryx saw last night, which is as they clean up, they are trying to leave no trace of their presence ever having been at this location.
Nice.
And they move very slowly because they basically clear their trail as they go. So there's a line of tribesmen in the back that are a couple hundred feet behind the whole group, and they're basically obliterating signs of a trail or making it so difficult to follow that at least that's what they're attempting.
Orcs will actually be. Yeah, Orcs would actually be back with that group, and at least for the first hour of travel, he'd use Pass Without a Trace to help with masking
Okay.
the larger group's movements.
Okay. We didn't know you were a shaman of your tribe.
I'm not a shaman. I just have a little bit of magic power from my birth.
The elk has blessed you. Why are you traveling with us?
We're going the same direction. And there's more strength in numbers. We can all help protect each other. At least for the next few days. Makes sense. And perhaps we'll find, when we get to Kelvin's Cairn, we'll find something there that will help all of us. Problems we're facing.
I see. I agree with our chief. This was a good omen. What about the bear? with you.
What about him?
We have not heard of bear and elk cohabitating.
Well, our time together came of a chance meeting several days ago, but we found that we work well together. Butt heads sometimes on some things, but in general, it can be beneficial to look outside of one's own tribe for aid.
Perhaps the rest of the tribes should band together. Maybe that is the answer to the current issue that we have.
That would be good if they could agree on a common goal and not be fighting amongst themselves.
We have agreed on a common goal that seems easy for us.
What is that?
Perhaps you can help convince the elk tribe to band together with the bear and the wolf.
Perhaps
And we could stand up to the rogue wolf and to the tiger.
this perhaps could be done. I know my tribe has its own struggles, much like yours, with our own food supplies dying out or going scarce or becoming diseased, but perhaps with all the tribes working together, there could be enough for all.
My chief wants to go to the glacier and dig in and probably die. I think she's lost faith that we will survive. Now we have the tigers hunting us and the other rogue wolves hunting us. My family is fearful.
Only run for so long, and in the end, hiding will not do any good. It may not bring much better outcome, but the best thing to do would be to stand. Stand together.
I hope that my chief takes your wise counsel.
So do I.
Okay, so you all travel for 2 or 3 hours, and you're pretty close to Kelvin's Cairn. And they are going to go. Their plan is to go around the north side. Let me throw you back onto the Icewind Dale map here. Whoops. There we go. They are going to go they're going to go kind of around this way, which is away from Cairn, because you were all planning to go here, because this dot right here is Cairn. Am I on the right layer? Can you even see what I'm drawing?
No, yeah, we can see it.
Okay, just making sure. You know me, half the time I'm drawing it and you're like, we can't see anything.
Kitty!
How is Kitty? Is Kitty still having to get medication all the time?
Yeah, but it's helping.
Oh, that's good.
And I see Kitty Cat still likes you if Kitty Cat is coming up for scritches. What a good kitty.
So I guess the question is, do we continue with them and add that time to our travels? They're also traveling really slow.
Right.
But there is also safety in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the chances are they're not planning to go south afterwards. So either way, that just puts more time to our journey, and then we're going to be on our own anyways.
Yeah, because the tribesman just told Oryx that the chief wanted to go to the glacier, which is way over here. Way over here. Which is, not in the direction you're going necessarily right now.
The other thing is, if we split off, we're not going to be covering our trail like they are. If anything, the tiger tribe might start following our trail instead of theirs for a while.
Since we stopped with them, maybe they'll try and go for us to get information on where they're going.
Yeah.
And we apparently know where that is.
Well, Oryx does.
Besides, we don't have like the kid's ability to know when the saber is following us.
Oryx would tell everybody, where they plan on going.
Wait, do we have that ability? Maybe it's a tribes thing. Hey, Bitter, Oryx, I have important questions. Pitter patter,
No.
pitter patter, pitter patter.
No, it's not.
Oryx, I have an important question. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter.
Yes.
Do you have a special birthmark that tells you when enemies are nearby?
No, but that would be useful.
So why does the kid have one? I want a birthmark.
You might. I'm going to point out, isn't your entire fur pattern technically a birthmark?
Yeah, but it doesn't tell me anything. Did yours tell you anything?
No.
Is she lying?
Did we not see anything like the black ice that we were told that we were going to see going to Cairn, to Kelvin's Cairn?
Sorry, what was that? What'd you say?
We were told that if we headed towards Kelvin's Cairn, we would find like black ice.
Mm-hmm. You haven't found it yet. You're like up here. Right, damn it, not right. You're like right here, right in between where these two arrows are going to split. Because I didn't know if you're going to go towards Cairn or around Kelvin's Cairn with them.
We're this close. We might as well check out what we can find on this mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, then we could be here for the kid's birthday.
I say,
Sig will help me make something for his birthday.
If we're gonna go see what's up with like on the mountain, we'd be splitting from them anyways. I don't think we should be following them any longer.
I don't like this.
Kid has all his tribe to celebrate his birthday. He doesn't need you.
But it's in like 4 days. And what if they're busy celebrating midwinter?
I'm sure they do something special for the kid's birthday.
Oh.
It's not everyone who has their birthday on midwinter.
Yeah, and it always sucks, I bet.
It really does.
Well, how do you know?
I mean, because I was born on midwinter.
Is that a tribe thing? Alright, so you born on midwinter?
No.
Weird thing. It must be a tribe thing.
Yeah, apparently.
So, see, Ember, I think you should be concentrating on the fact that Bitter has a birthday in 3 days.
Yeah, but we're gonna be with him,
right, and the kid has
and we're not
this
being
whole
hunted.
Tribe to celebrate with him.
We
Bitter is not with his tribe.
Help. We have to do something to help. They're
You
being
manipulative little witch.
I think you should be concentrating on the one that doesn't have his tribe around to celebrate his birthday.
Bitter, help. What if we did a party with both of you? Yeah. Bitter. What if we celebrated both of your birthdays?
Ember, if we want to help them, diverting the people hunting them to our path is probably a better choice.
Mm-hmm.
But how are they going to survive? I want to stab. I want to stab.
No, we are not murder
No.
hobos.
Well, we could be.
No.
I don't think stabbing people is a good way to celebrate birthdays.
Have you ever done that outside of a mansion, princess? Thank you. So, I think we should go stabbing.
So are you separating from the tribe as Ember's throwing his tantrum?
Yeah, I think we're
I
like
think so.
I think we've intentionally started going slower without Ember realizing that we're falling farther and farther behind.
Mhm.
You guys are assholes.
And then we're turning the other way.
You guys are such assholes. I hate you all.
When you
Do I see the kid?
he's traveling sort of in the middle with the chief, with his mom.
Mm,
You can talk to him before you depart if you want.
yeah, I would
We
like
should
to.
at least say we're leaving.
Mm-hmm. I would like to approach.
Okay.
So, the furry one says that you have a birthday in a few days.
Yeah, a couple days. 3 days now. 3 days. Yesterday it was 4 days. Now it's 3 days.
Me too. And then
You
I'm just
do?
gonna kind of. Me too. And then I'm just gonna kind of cover my one hand, use shape water to create the rough amalgamation of a wolf in ice, and then present it to him.
His eyes get really big. He goes, "For me?"
Yes, for you.
He holds out his hands really carefully, both together, for you to put it in his hands.
And I will. And then I'll do it again and get a polar bear. Just so you don't forget.
He puts them and he says, "Make them go together.
Make them
Okay.
go together.
Put their feet."
Okay. And then I'll just put them side by side and then just freeze a bit between the two of them.
Okay. He smiles.
Gonna ruffle his
He
hair.
says, "This is our clan. Beowulf.
Ooh.
Can you put an elk horn?"
Now you should fucking feel bad about leaving, bitch.
Very slowly, I'm gonna form an elk. I'm just gonna be like, boop.
Oh, I hope you feel bad.
He says,
Oh, I don't. I'm just making sure to side-eye at Addie the entire time.
Me?
Oh my god.
"Mommy says we might join with all the clans, and we could be one big clan. And if we could be one big clan, maybe we could fight everything bad together. And I'm going to show her this, because this is right. This is good omen." And he's sort of holding it out like a trophy or something, and
Oh, this is so
he
freaking
starts
cute.
walking away.
So
Wait. Come back. I have one more question before we leave.
He's
No.
not paying attention to you at all.
Sig does want to just say happy early birthday to the kid before we leave.
Okay.
Is this before or after he delivers his
Hey,
good omen?
hey, Sig.
Huh?
What's your favorite animal?
Probably a griffin.
Give this to the kid.
You think he's even going to know what a griffin is? Are
No.
those a thing up north?
Does Bitter know what a griffin is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, I thought, honestly, does he?
Do griffins exist this far north?
I don't know. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
It probably looks like a snowy owl griffin.
Because a griffin
Oh,
is
yeah,
like a
absolutely.
it's almost like a
Absolutely.
it's like a mammalian bird of prey, and birds of prey live in the north in the snow.
So
So.
it'd be a combination of snowy owl and lynx instead of instead of lion and eagle.
Okay, this is a little different than I expected.
This is the one that I've seen.
Love to see art of that.
Noted.
I would like to see one of these then, because I grew up seeing the other kind. Got to ride on one once. Was really cool. Anyways,
What? Man, now I'm freaking jealous.
my mom's a griffin rider.
Well,
And
then
then
you can
Sig's
say
gonna
that
go
this is
give
the
it to the
symbol of
kid.
your clan.
It's rare for Sig to brag about anything. Holy crap.
Yeah, I know, right?
But she's still proud of the fact her mom's one of the griffin riders in Waterdeep.
I mean, it's fucking cool, so she
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
be.
She is still proud of that.
Mhm.
So are you going to go give it to
Yeah.
the kid, Eric's?
Yeah.
So you see he's got like the one and he's walking really slow so he doesn't drop it.
Aw.
And so
Love
he
this
turns,
kid.
he says, "Oh, hi."
I have one more for you. And she shows him it.
Is that your clan?
Love it.
These have a connection to my family. I wouldn't call it clan, but yes.
I thought it was going to be a fish because you live in the deep water.
No, it's not a fish.
Oh god, I could totally see Bitter just out of spite making one for Addie that's like a flying fish.
Can you make it together?
I don't have that kind of magic. I don't
Oh.
have any magic. But do you want this one as well? I will
Uh-huh.
point out this one is flying, so it makes sense for it to be above it.
Oh, and he like holds it. Oh my
Anyways,
God, holding him.
Stig's just gonna very slowly ruffle his head so he doesn't knock over anything and be like, by the way, we're gonna be heading out, but I want to make sure to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I love this kid.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
it's cute.
Can we keep him?
He walks off.
No.
Sig goes back to the others.
Karu's so serious. No.
This bitch.
I mean, to be fair, no, we don't want a 9-year-old with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh no. I know better than that, but also cute.
The kid liked it. Bitter, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Should we say bye to the chief?
I think she knows we're leaving, and I think she's going to be dealing with a very chatty kid.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. so just for the podcast listeners who cannot see the screen as you're listening to this, Matt posted in chat, well, now we can't get rid of the endless winter because his statues will melt.
Yep.
I mean,
Nah, we're just going to have to make a new one that Sig can, like, properly forge out of metal.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, so you break off and you're traveling and you're not trying to obscure your passage is what I'm hearing. Is that correct?
Yeah. If they start following us, at least it's not towards the wolves.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're going directly basically uphill, so we'll try to, at least I will try to keep a lookout to see if we can see who's, like, if they're following, like, if
Are
there's
you
any...
going uphill?
Do we want to go up the hill?
I thought we were going to check out if there was anything.
Are you going to go up?
I thought we were
that
going
way?
to check to see if we could find the black ice thing.
We could check there, yeah, I guess.
We're checking the top of the boob, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it...
The tit.
Oh my
The nipple?
God. Okay.
I figured
So-
that would also give us a chance to see if we can find out, like, how far behind and how big those following these guys are.
Mhm.
And
oh, we could snipe them. Yes.
sure,
Mm,
yep,
how close they
that's
are.
absolutely what we're gonna do, Ember. We're gonna go up there and we're gonna snipe them.
You know how disappointed Ember's
encourage
going to
him.
be when you don't snipe.
That's our future her problem.
So you start climbing up. You're sort of on a makeshift trail. You know, you don't really know this area very well, and even though the tribesmen have been in Icewind Dale their entire lives,
Mm-hmm.
they don't really make it a habit of getting so close to Tin Towns and climbing up the cairn. Okay, so this is a pretty difficult climb. So I need a dexterity check from everyone.
Oh, geez.
This'll go great.
No, it won't.
What could go wrong?
Sure will.
Question: considering I'm leading
my
one of
catnip.
the dog sleds, could I do land vehicles instead for this?
Sure.
Oh my god.
Well,
I
Addie's
forgot
a
I was a
princess.
goat. I forgot I was a goat.
Here, go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled garbage. Fuck.
Yeah, that sucks.
So the
the
people
dogs
that
probably
live in
don't
the
want to.
deep water aren't great at climbing mountains
Come
Somehow.
because they both
on.
rolled sixes.
So
Oh my god, we did.
so that sets the pace. They're going really slow.
Come on, come on,
Is
come on, come on,
to the
come on.
point where
And
Bitter
you're-
is kind of like turned around, going backwards. Just been like,
Yeah.
come on.
You get a little bit up the mountain, and you see, actually, because they're going so slow, at one point you're there's the pathway kind of goes up and does almost a hairpin turn. When you're on that hairpin, you look over and you see there's a crevice a few hundred feet away from you. And in the crux of that crevice, you see a blocky stone structure that is in the hillside in a rough crescent shape around the sort of point of the crevice. And you see that it's obviously a building type structure that is built into the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also a tower that is there. And there's a small valley at the base of that crevice. The crevice goes down about 40 or 50 feet. You can get there from where you are, but you'd have to go backwards, go around the mountain a little bit, and then go up that crevice until you got to the level of where that building structure is.
Hey, look, a thing!
That is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Does the, like, can we tell what kind of architecture, like, who might have built this? Does it look
Dwarven.
okay?
Oh,
What do you mean, oh?
weren't we trying to avoid coming too much into contact with the dwarves, just in case?
But this place doesn't look like it's being
Yeah,
actively
are there like
used.
torches lit?
Or does it look abandoned?
It looks abandoned.
Yeah, well, then I guess it'll be
Might
fine.
be a good place to take a look around.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, maybe it'll be less time to get there than you slowpokes going up this way.
I know, right?
Hey, if we were going at a fast pace, we wouldn't have seen that.
All right, let's. While we have the altitude and we look around, can we see anyone, like any other tribe
A
groups
follower?
following?
No.
Being sneaky snooze.
Okay. They may have lost track of them. Okay, let's.
Doubtful.
What is this mountain called again?
Kelvin's Cairn. I'll type it in chat.
Okay.
Let's head back a bit and go into there. That might be a
Mhm.
good spot to check out.
Yep.
I agree.
One other question: does it look like it was just like built down there naturally, or does it look like it was maybe had been built up higher and then collapsed down into there?
No, it was built there. It's definitely built there. I can describe it a little more to you. Only part of the building is visible because the rest is obviously set back in the stone. And there is a large double door that looks like it's probably the main entrance. The crevice is sort of almost gently sloping up, but of course, I mean, it's like covered with ice, so there is no such thing as a gentle slope when you're talking about an ice, right? An ice wall. But it looks like there is a stream that flows along the bottom, it's all frozen right now, but it looks like there's a stream down there. And there is a culvert across the stream. And as you get closer, you see 2 other barred openings along the northern section of it.
Only bards may enter.
And the thing is that as you start to see that, you notice that sort of off the sort of single building off to the side, it becomes clear that's obviously like a watchtower.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's sort of an area next to it that it has some like gaps in the structure so that someone could look out. So that's also a vantage point. And unless you sneak, if there is somebody in there, they can probably see you.
Do we want to play it safe?
Yes.
Well, we did want to avoid dwarves.
I mean, we're planning to check this out, and we're assuming it's abandoned.
Let me get you a map. Yeah, it looks abandoned. You don't see any lighting whatsoever. There's no, let me check out the map first to make sure I can. Yeah, so I think I can put you on here. So the question is, are you going to try to come in down at the bottom of the area, or are you going to try to sneak sort of from the top at door level? Because it's possible for you to try to climb up the crevice so let me try to explain this better. So actually I'll just throw you on this image so that you can kind of see what's going on, and I'll also explain it. So I haven't placed you where you're at, but let me just give you some so this right here is the little culvert bridge across the frozen river right there, okay? And the light blue stuff right here is the river that's right under it. These lines are like 10 or 20 foot elevation lines. So for example, I'll just draw this right here. Like this line right here is an elevation line. This right here is an elevation line.
Okay.
This right here is an elevation. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ow!
And so your choice is you can sort of come around to this side over here where I'm drawing the X, where you're kind of on the level of this. This is the tower right here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can try to come up this path here that goes across this frozen area, because it starts climbing up here and it looks like it's going to climb to the main entrance, which you can't quite see from your vantage point right now.
So either we go towards the tower or follow the river.
Right. So you either approach from the top area or from the bottom area. And you're pretty sure that if you approached from the bottom, anybody in the tower could see you. If
And
you
we're
approach from the
exposed.
top, it's possible you might be able to sneak in, although you're not sure because your vantage point doesn't show you that either quite as well.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing we have to consider is we have dogs and they axe speak.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you can actually, you're still far enough away that you could house them. You know, you could place them and give them a treat and let them go, and you can walk up or you can ride them up as well.
I think we might want to leave them and
Yeah.
approach on foot. It'll be less noisy. If the dogs get excited, they'll start barking.
And it's less danger for them.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd suggest, I don't like the idea of the exposure of going down the crevice. I'd say
I don't either.
I'd say go along the like top area, along the top. And
Yeah.
We do
Yeah,
have
same.
pass without a trace, so we
For
can be
sniping.
sneaky.
do we? Because
Yes,
this
it's
is.
got-
You
I-
have 2 Earth Genasi, remember?
Oh, you haven't used
Not
yours.
one.
Okay. Yeah, then let's do that.
Mhm.
Sniping.
Okay, so what are you doing?
We're gonna go along the top ridge, so up
Okay.
here.
And I'll
Oh,
use
yeah.
pass without a trace to give us that extra boost of stealth.
Bitter, do you have your familiar out?
I do. Flip just pops onto my head.
I'm surprised you didn't introduce the kid to Flip.
Yeah, I don't know if he would have actually let us leave.
So you can actually everybody can put themselves up there where Addie is.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
it supposed to be like total darkened down here? Or?
Oh, so it is total darkness.
Uh,
So you either Oryx is going to have a light source, or someone's going to have to hold his hand.
I think if
As
we're
you
trying to be
travel.
sneaky, we're gonna have to
Hold your hand.
Yeah.
If shit hits the
Question.
fan, Addie can make a light.
So since the Psy Crystal went quiet after the star went kablooey,
Uh-huh.
does the telepathy still work, or is it just the evil entity that seems to be quiet,
So
or is it the whole thing doesn't work?
you tried the telepathy with the light face people, and you felt like it should have worked, but it didn't work because they're like
There
non-entities.
was nothing in there.
Right, but the actual process to you felt like your mind reached out to communicate. So
So if I tried to reach out to say Oryx, would that work?
it seems to you that it would work. Yes.
Okay. So then I would keep a line of telepathy open to Oryx, so I could tell him if he was gonna like walk into a fucking hole or something.
Okay.
yeah, my campaign goal for me now is to get to one map where I can actually see the map.
We need to get you goggles of night.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Oryx.
It's-
Ember's just gonna like
It's okay.
describe.
We can only see like 60 feet in front of us.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty dark.
Ember's just gonna describe everything so Oryx gets like an idea of where we are and what we're doing, and isn't just like, I can't see anything and somebody's just holding my hand.
Yeah.
So who is holding his hand?
I mean, you can actually. You don't have to actually hold his hand. You can just like attach a rope, and everybody can be holding onto a rope or whatever. Like it doesn't. You're not like.
Unless you'd rather hold hands and not have
I mean,
a
yeah,
rope.
it's. I just was saying it as a for example because you're not going to just leave him behind. So
Maybe Bitter shouldn't be in the front as we're moving.
Oh, no. Bitter does not want to
Oh,
be in
you're
the
right.
front. as
Yeah,
we're
let's
moving.
switch
So-
places.
yeah. So the other thing that I need to tell you is that each of these squares is 10 feet.
Oh, great.
So this is very large. Because of course dwarves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's stone. So
So we can really see 120 feet.
So you're not supposed to, but when they made the map in Roll20, they did it wrong. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So imagine we
that
can
sounds
only
about
see
right.
half
Yeah.
distance.
So imagine you can see half distance. But what basically how it is right now is you are on a 20 or 30, the ledge that you're on is about 20, 30 feet wide. So it's not like so narrow that you're falling off. Okay. But it's very slippery because it's covered with a layer of thin ice. Okay. Next to you on your right, so toward the north, right, is a cliff face, and that's what this whole area is here, right? That's cliff face.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And it goes all the way up. So the picture kind of makes it look like, oh, it's like there's a top to it, but it's just the mountain. So there's really it's just the mountain going up next to you. Okay.
So it's a
This-
wall.
This is like a crevice. So that's a wall. And it looks to you like you could probably, you could probably move sort of forward here, and that you could get around this large, what looks like a watchtower structure. Like there's space in the wall behind it, right? So it's not blocking your pathway, in other words.
All right, let's try and sneak around this damn tower and take a look.
Yep.
So roll me some stealth checks, and you have pass without trace going, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
So take that into account.
Damn, Sig.
18 for me.
20.
Nat 20. So 32.
Okay. So you can keep going. So you, oh, what did you do? You made it match? Haha. Nice. How do you do that? Do you just, oh, did you change the grid size or something on the page, the whole page? Okay. I don't know why they didn't just set it correctly before. Anyway,
Hey, Addie.
Roll yourself. There you go.
no, that's good. Thank you for fixing that, though. Makes it easier for me too. Okay, so you can keep moving forward then.
Oh my god. Pitter patter, pitter patter.
Making it the right size makes you all seem so tiny.
Oryx, you should go here.
Poor Oryx.
Did I just walk off a cliff?
All right, we're going this way.
I feel like you would have him like in the middle of the group so that
Yep.
he
Yeah.
didn't fall behind or get whatever. Yeah, no, I know. When you can't see, I know. So eventually you get to the point where, so move forward just a little bit more. And so right here, right now it's not doing my pointer thing. Here, right here and right here are where you see a couple of open windows where someone could look out and see things.
Mm-hmm.
And if you come forward just a little bit more, I will show you what's over here. Keep going. So this right here
It'll be
is
about
a set.
here, Oryx.
E.
If someone wants to just
There
grab
we
my
go.
cliff and move
Yeah.
me, you're welcome to.
The red marker here is where there's a set of enormous double doors.
Hey, there's a hole.
No, this is, it's actually this so this river is actually underground.
No, I
Mm-hmm.
meant the light,
and
like right
cuts
here.
cuts through. Yeah, there is a hole there right here.
Okay.
So technically, the river is underground. We can cross over that area.
You can cross over that area. It's underground except for on the lowest elevation in this crevice.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stop that.
What's up? Yeah, I could go peep seeing. Oh god.
How stealthy is your bird?
Stealthily as a raven. Let me open the
not?
sheet. Hey!
They're loud when they want to be,
When they want to be.
which is most of the time.
Yeah, but don't we have pass without a fucking trace?
You do.
Yeah, but not if you let your bird fly up in through the window.
No, he's just gonna peep in the window, not fly through it.
Basically, a bird's less noticeable than a person.
Than a flying fucking person, I guess. Let's see here. Blah, blah, blah.
So you're gonna just send it up to look through the.
Yeah.
Now,
I
when
can
it
communicate it with it telepathically
looks-
and see through its eyes.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna ask, if you can see through its eyes. Okay,
Yep.
so you see that on the other side of the door. Actually, let's see if it's just looking.
Caca.
It's not really sticking its head in, right?
No, just like as I don't know how far I can see. Passive
Yeah,
perception
so-
13.
So here's what it sees. Does it have dark vision?
Nope.
It
Maybe you
sees
should have
nothing.
made an owl.
Why would I do that?
Well, at least mine can fly.
Mine can swim, and it can swim. You realize I can I can summon it under the ice as
So
long as
you're
it's within
telling
30
me
feet of me.
is Addie is a familiar?
Okay, so anyway, so
Let's
here's the question.
go
So
to
we're
the
going to be
door.
done here in a couple minutes. And so
Mhm.
everybody kind of you get like one more thing that you want to do before we finish, and then we pick this up next time. Your bird can't see anything.
Risk the door. It's not like we can see
guess.
inside. Just try and quietly open it.
Ooh, maybe we could have a distraction and then go for the door.
No, let's try and not be quiet. Let's try and be as quiet as possible until there's a reason not to be quiet.
Okay.
So yes, I mean, Sig will probably go towards the door and try and quietly open it. Not sure
The
how well
giant
it'll
double
work.
doors.
Listen,
Roll me a strength athletics check.
Let's go, great.
Ignore the 10, but
8.
8. I rolled a fucking 2. Sig, you are a strong bitch. What the fuck?
Are you
The
sure
door-
you're a strong bitch?
The doors are not locked, but they are so heavy that Sig trying to be quiet
Oh.
while opening them didn't use enough strength to open them.
Oh
Oryx, get your ass over here.
my god.
Stumble,
Amazing.
stumble.
So
Door.
Yeah, I was gonna
Mhm.
have Oryx and Sig try it together.
Oh, this is gonna go so poorly.
if they don't,
No, 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 no. Ready, Oryx?
Ready.
3, 2, 1, push.
Eve!
God, I forgot to
Okay.
turn that off. 18.
You open the doors,
oh boy.
and I will read you what you see, or I'll tell you what you see,
Oh, yeah.
and
We probably move
then-
closer.
then we'll be done. Yeah.
Yeah, Oryx over here.
So you can actually move into the room,
Another
and
window.
everybody will see what's there except for Oryx because he can't see.
Oh,
Can't see shit.
And so here's what you see. There are no decorations in this enormous hall. It is
Yeah.
made of hewn rock. Okay. The floor that you step into when you step through the double doors is a wooden drawbridge that is down right now because you snuck in and they didn't have warning. Okay. And so when you raise that drawbridge, there's just a 30-foot drop under it.
Oh!
Okay. There is a frozen well right here. Whoops, stupid pointer. Right here, this right
oh
here.
no.
is
Oh
a well.
no.
Okay. And you see 3 cages on this wall right here.
Mm.
And in those cages are a malodorous ogre with rotting, half-frozen skin and no right eye. Next to it is a cage with 2 goats in it. And next to that is an empty cage, and then there is a wooden dog sled up against the wall right here. That's sort of it's got icicles hanging off of it.
This is fine.
You can see that there is an entryway into this larger area here. It also is pretty much devoid of decorations or anything like that. And some of you can see that there is a hallway down here that ends in a door. And there is also a passageway up here, apparently. As soon as you step into the room, the ogre starts pounding on the cage and going and making all kinds of noise. The goats kind of like shrink away to the other side of their cage. and they're like really nervous looking. And the ogre just starts howling and making a ton of noise and shaking its cage, and that's where we will stop today.
Oh God.
And today is
Yeah.
Hammer 26. What
It
time of day?
is- Let me check my accounting of time here. Yes.
'Cause we
No,
spent
it's
25
not.
with
It is not Hammer 26. On Hammer 26, you traveled and you met the Wolf Clan, and then you rested with them all night.
Mm.
And you got up in the morning and departed with the Wolf Clan and traveled for several hours. You got to Kelvin's Cairn, and then you climbed up part of Kelvin's Cairn, and then climbed back down, and then came around the edge. And so it is late at night on Hammer 27. So like 9 p.m. at night.
Alrighty, this is super great, super stealthy.
Yep. There's going to be a full moon in 2 days, and midwinter is in 3 days.
And we are so
Great.
fucked. We should
Happy
have stayed
birthday
with the
to
Wolf
me.
Clan.
Somebody didn't want to.
It smells.
Does it though? Because I mean, it's too cold. Yeah, but it's that thing's also far gone.
Yeah. You could smell it.
Great,
Okay.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We're screwed. We're so
Mhm.
screwed.
Yep.
PM.
Just use noon and midnight.
12 noon to
Yeah.
midnight. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
On stealing time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.